Yeah. I'm a smart one.
All over again. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Welcome, everybody, to the Wintergreen Festival one-shot. This is not live-streamed. We will not be able to interact with the chat. Very sorry. This is pre-recorded. I have no announcements because I have no idea what day we will be streaming this, sometime in December. And I would like to introduce the players at the table, who are good friends of mine. Most of them are the people who I learned to play D&D with. And we will start with Jonah.
Hi, I'm Jonah. I've been playing D&D for 23 years, started with 2nd edition at the age of 10. Do the math.
Hi, I'm Q. I have been playing for about 8 or 9 years, started with 5th edition, moved to 3.5 for a little bit when I met Jonah, and then moved back to 5th edition. Yeah.
I'm Marissa, and I've been playing D&D for probably about less than 2 years. And I started playing at Jonah's campaign, which I think we're doing 5e. Yeah, they were doing 5e. And for some reason, I just can't stop making lesbians.
My name is Catch, and I played a little bit as a kid with my dad and my uncles, but I got back into it, around 5-6 years ago, and been playing with you guys ever since.
A nice, lovely table of nerds. Very excited here to bring you some winter solstice shenanigans. We are in a setting of my own creation because I'm lazy and don't like to read. So, I made it all myself! This takes place in Avite village, which is the main central village in the center of 3 other villages found in sort of different topography areas. I don't know. But tonight is the night of the solstice. It's the night that Avery, Marissa, Rory, Q, Britannic, Jonah, and Bagsy, Catch, have been waiting for this entire year. And really, since the beginning of their journey as Elder Apprentices. The Wintergreen Festival is hosted on the same day as the winter solstice ritual in Avite village because it is in the central clearing of the Avite forest where the Imten spirit, which is the oldest tree in Avite forest in the center of Avite, is found. And you can only do this ritual using a log from the Avite or the Imten spirit. Everybody comes together today to celebrate the end of the harvest season and the beginning of the cycle of rebirth for their beautiful Avite forest. The elders will spend all day gathering elements for the Yule ritual, which is in the evening, that will mark the end of this era for the elders in training sitting before us. The Yule ritual is one that has been completed over many generations, keeping the sacred Yule log harvest keeping the sacred Yule log harvest, so harvesting it from the Imten spirit tree ablaze for the entirety of the evening until the new sun rises, marking the begin of the rebirth season. It is a ritual that renews faith in the order of the elders by showing the steadfastness of the elders in training and proving that the transition of power can begin from acting elder to the ritualized journey elders. Most Yule rituals go off without a hitch, only needing to fight off sleep or the elements in order to keep the flame ablaze. But there have been tales of Yule log rituals losing their spark due to unforeseen circumstances, and the outcomes of the winters following those generational failures have always been a drastic decrease in population and stability for the following spring season. This year, the elders of the previous Yule log ritual are joined by their predecessors. As a profound blessing, none of the retired elders have passed on and are here to enjoy and celebrate 2 generations of their hard work and teachings being passed on to the next. The elders for each of the 4 include Rasper, which is Bagsy's elder, Geralt, which is Britannic's elder, Bran, which is Avery's elder, and Ivy, which is Rory's elder. None of that matters to you guys yet. It will soon. And basically, the 4 in front of us are tasked with keeping the solstice festivities running and assisting their elders in collecting some things for the ritual and then participating in the ritual. We find ourselves in the center of the village where things have just started to be put together. Tables are being moved for the central feast that happens before the sun goes down. And people are just sort of hustling about, and the elders are not yet awake. You see our elder apprentices out here by the M10 spirit, just seeing each other for the first time this morning. If you would like to go ahead and explain what you look like if you want to make something up on the spot, or just explain your class, your name, your gender, things like that. Go ahead.
Okay, so, I am currently about 5'6", petite-ish, blonde, bob cut, wearing a nice, comfortable, warm robe because it's the winter. My eyes are a nice shade of green. Pleasure to meet you.
Only said Kurt.
You guys do know each other. You've grown up together.
Again.
You guys have grown up together, and I know it only says it in some of your guys' backstories, but you guys do see each other quarterly for each of the equinoxes and each of the solstices. You guys were all foretold to be the elders by the M10 spirit, and because of that, there is a bond between all of you. Whether it's powerful or not is up to you guys, because again, you do only see each other 4 times a year. But you are all elders in training on the similar paths for each of your villages.
I am a 4'6", billy goat looking satyr. I look way older than I am. In fact, the last time you guys saw me, I looked normal. Now I look probably 3 times my age. I am wrinkly and long beard, no shirt, just hoofing it.
Positive material.
Rory's like, who is this?
What?
Do I know you?
Freak our room to talk. She came out in her sleeping robe.
She currently.
Like, well, he's a little guy.
No notes.
Guy, like super short. I imagine brightly colored, like sick levels of like neon festive colors. Very like ugly sweater mom core. Just little man with a hot cocoa cup. Like, very happy to see everybody.
And Avery, she's about average height. Probably has around like a sandy blonde, kind of like angled cut with side shapes. She's wearing more of like a heavy-ish armor with like a fur lining in it. She's also a furbog. Is that how you say it?
Furbolg.
Furbog. Yeah. Okay, I never said the word before. So how do you say it?
Yep.
And she's also a life domain cleric. And yeah, she's just kind of chilling, watching people, and making sure nobody messes up their job. Because literally her life depends on this right now.
Scariest looking cleric in the world.
She's very like monochrome looking. She's very beige, like
It's very bloodborne.
Emma Frost as a cow woman.
And you all are greeted by Rasper, who is also just a little guy. By that he does mean fairy. He's a little bitty fairy. And Rasper is also a fairy. However, Rasper is very old. Like, wings look like they're aging. Mm-hmm. Has a very long gray beard. Very long gray hair. His eyes kind of look milky, like he's starting to have the cataracts take over. but he doesn't fly like he can't see, and he sort of just kind of hovers in the center of all four of you, and he's like, alrighty, folks. We know what's at stake today, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Super excited.
There's a log.
There is not a log yet. There will be a log. However, I will remind you that the children can be interesting at this time of year when it comes to the Imtem spirit. It's important that we have absolute peace. Nobody can be touching the Imtem tree when we harvest the log. That will not be the first task we do, because we know that the children, while their parents are busy setting up the festival, have their own games they play with the Imtem spirit. I will remind you that we cannot be interrupted while collecting the various elements of the ritual. Do you all know what those elements are?
I could use a reminder.
I know there's a log.
If anybody wants, you can roll history checks. See if you guys have been studying.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I've got good history.
Oh dear.
Oh, what is...
I didn't study.
I definitely did.
Serves you right.
How old are you?
I'm old. I'm the oldest 20.
What decade are you from, Don?
The 80s. All of them at the same time.
A Gen Z old man would be really funny.
What did we get?
I got a dirty 20.
Very nice.
Dirty 20.
Oh, I didn't
No
study.
care. Oh, I did.
I tried to study, but one.
One? You got a natural one?
No, I got a 2, but my history is minus a
Good. Okay. And then what did you get?
I got a 17.
A 17. Okay. So the two of you know,
See, you're so smart.
for sure the yule log, and again, what Rasper said is correct. Nobody can be touching this tree besides the person who is harvesting the log. It does make it so that the yule log is not blessed. And then fur of a reindeer, and the first blooming snowdrops of the season. These are the 3 requirements for the ritual.
Okay.
So Rasper turns to Rory, and Rory says,
I know there's a log. I'm gonna be honest. You're taking this way too seriously, man.
You're not taking it seriously enough.
he puts his fingers to his nose just like this, closes his eyes. All right. Your future at risk. Not my problem.
That's the first one. Because I have the other reindeer for it. So
The log.
Log. Okay.
I know there's a log.
So we all know the components.
Yeah, there's the log, the fur, reindeer, the first blossoming pops. I studied. Read a book.
I tried. I really tried this time.
It's all.
Writing's just not my strong suit.
The words are big for you.
I have a handful of memories.
And Rasper, when you say I tried, Rasper does give you a dirty look. And then proceeds to fly up in front of the Imtem tree, which you all notice there are children already starting to try and climb this tree. And he's up just about 2 feet above you, just kind of talking down at you guys, and he says, it will be all 4 of us that are collecting the various things that we need, and we will let you know when we begin our collection. It may not be convenient for you. It may be important for you guys to find stand-ins and people who can help you keep the festival running. I will be in charge of harvesting the Yule log. Like I said, we will not do that first. We will give children time to be wrangled by their parents.
Tucking themselves out.
Yes, that's true. However, it does have to be done before sundown, so it's important to remember before the feast, we must harvest the log. With that, I will send you off to make sure that the festivities are set up properly on the grounds of the village. And then he flies up and starts yelling at the kids to get off of the M10 tree.
Get off my bed and get home. Right. Well, let's go check some stuff out.
In the center of the village is it's kind of like a star setup. There are little houses all around. There's like a temple that's the main at the top, the northernmost part of the village. It is snowing very lightly, so it is a little bit chilly. The main thing happening is just the setup of the tables. There are some bonfires that are being prepared ahead of time. They're moving logs from inside of houses to outside so they can put them on the log, or put them on a log pile to be ready for bonfires. There's just a bunch of hustle and bustle. People from the outside villages have not started arriving yet. You have about 2 hours before everybody is expected to sort of be here to start the actual games and festivities. Avery, you know that your elder has tasked you with ensuring that they are awake to begin the preparation. Throughout your studies, unfortunately, you've been treated a lot like a secretary rather than an elder in training. So that is one task that you have been given today. But other than that, most of it is, for now, checking and making sure the grounds are being set up properly, ensuring that your roles are being fulfilled.
Okay. All right, we're on a schedule, people.
Alright, I can check on my grounds, make sure everything is up and running, and micromanage there.
Cool.
Okay. Time to tap.
What are you doing? What's your plan? You don't know. All right.
Just clutching their beautifully elegant sleeping robe, like.
It's so overwhelming. Well, I would like to kind of quick walk around and see if there's anything that's just like not getting done.
Okay.
That is just being blatantly put off.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Cool.
No, you're
19.
Usually by this point in the festival, there are already cauldrons set with the stew brewing. It is an all-day stew.
It's just a travesty.
Yes. Nothing has been started.
Where are the cooks? Where are the kitchen staff? We must find them. If the stew doesn't stew for like 8 hours, it's ruined.
So you want me to start on the kitchen staff so you can continue your walk around?
That's an excellent idea. I'd like the cut of your jib.
Alright. Oh my god, I'm just doing custodial work with you. I'm gonna go check on the kitchen staff.
Alright.
Wow, this is eerily familiar.
Go ahead and give me a perception check just to see if you can figure out where everybody is.
Oh, God.
That was my second, too. After this, I'm replacing him.
Oh, and then just I didn't tell you guys ahead of time. Every single one of you have 1 inspiration. So
Cool. Nice.
Well, yeah, no, that's a 4. So I don't see any cooks right now, do I?
no. As a matter of fact, what's very interesting is that a lot of your kin are usually the ones that are gathering the ingredients, bringing things, because as crazy as it sounds, the fairies are a hungry people. And so, they usually do bring the food. They're not necessarily the chefs, but they're the ones usually getting the ingredients around, and once the ingredients are around, chefs appear. I don't know, that's never really been your job.
Okay, so I definitely need to start where the supply cart is, so I need to check supply. Right, where everything else is.
Yep, so you head to where you would expect them to be placing supply, which is just like a little refrigeration area in the village. It's basically just a cave that's burrowed underground, with some shelves carved into the dirt. And you notice that while there are meats here, which would be expected from Avite village is one of the main hunting villages here, there are no veggies, there are no herbs, which is your people. Your people are the ones who bring those from the treetops. Matter of fact, you haven't seen your people. You haven't seen very many other fairies, none of your siblings. The only person you've seen is Rasper.
Okay, I've got to go to the treetops.
Alrighty.
I gotta take a stop at home. I'll be right back.
You're going home?
No, just real quick. I gotta go get something. I gotta get everybody. Just give me a second. I'll be right back.
Is there a way for all of us to go to the treetops?
Yes.
Okay, they're secluded.
It'd just be faster.
They are very fast. They have 50 feet of movement.
Jesus!
That's why I was like, I'll just go.
I mean, yeah.
You're pulling off like the shriveled old man, really.
I practiced in the mirror.
The funny thing is, all of these characters are 21 years.
Something happens. Something terrible accident.
It's not a
It's
bit.
It's me. It's for my mom.
This isn't funny anymore.
So, as the leader of food and libations, where is the food?
Yeah, no, I'm going up to the trees and I need to get everybody downstairs because clearly nobody's here yet.
Alright, so you head there. And like I said, most people from the villages haven't arrived. However, the preparatory people are needed. You continue your walk around, seeing if there's anything else going on. As you start to walk around, mostly everything is being set up. They are building like a little platform where there'll be a small talent show for the kids later in the evening. And as they're sort of building that, you can see that some of the people from your village are starting to make their way slowly. And the first person that you do see is your elder. And they start to walk up to you. But then they notice Rasper yelling at the children in the tree, and they just kind of wave at you and then head to the tree.
I go like, hey, I want to talk to you anyway. Not a nervous wreck or anything.
But then you do see Ivy, who is the elder for Rory's village. Ivy comes forward and she's dressed in like beautiful furs, just bright white furs. And she is a furbolg as well, a brown furbolg, very dark neutral colors. She's got some nice tan spots on her face. She looks very dressed for the event. And she walks up to you and she says, well, hello. It's lovely to see you, Britannic.
Hi.
It has been 3 months, yes?
Feels like years.
Did something happen?
A terrible accident. A terrible magical accident.
It's so bad for anybody to ask.
But please ask me.
Are you okay?
Yeah. They say it should wear off, but I don't know.
Stay. Who told you?
People. Some people came and checked on me, and they're like, "Yeah, you should go back to normal eventually."
Okay. Well, I hope these people are magically inclined.
I hope so too.
It looks like all of the preparations are going off pretty smoothly.
We don't have food.
Oh, who's in charge of that?
Well, Bixie, thank you, my memory's going. Bixie, so it's Bixie now.
Don't look at me on this, man. Bagsy.
Bixie.
It's not Bixie.
I don't know. Baxie went to go in the treetops and find people in charge of that, so they're in charge of it, but they're going to delegate responsibility.
I'm glad to hear that Bagsy is fulfilling their role then. It sounds like you guys have started off on shaky but good foot. You guys are endearing I'm going to go help Rasper. Okay. And she kind of just, you see, if you want to roll an insight check, actually.
Oh, I didn't see what that moved to. Forgot to. Cool. A 10.
You can't quite read her, but something is a little off on the way that she just talked to you. Because she's usually very warm and very like, I'll give you all the advice you need. I want to make sure that you succeed. It was a more brief encounter than
She's probably stressed.
Either that or it's the whole naked old man thing.
Terrible.
Stop. It's the goat part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Avery, what are you doing right now?
I think she's just kind of looking around, make sure everything's doing their job, make sure all the health kits are in their places, just in case if something happens, and also keeping an eye on what she likes to call her raisin bran, her elder.
Sorry. Are you going to wake Bran up? Is that okay?
And just see he's falling asleep, and if at any time that she sees him like nap it or whatnot, she throws a food manchi at him to like scream in his ear or something.
So you'll actually recall that he stayed the night here at Avite Village last night because he is aware that he has propensity to just kind of snooze out.
Mm-hmm.
So you go and you check, and he is for sure still sleeping. He has not woken up at all this morning.
Kind of wake him up.
How would you wake him up?
Probably with food manchi and just make a really loud banging pots and pans noise right next to his ear.
For God, Avery!
Sir.
Morning! Is it morning? Please tell me it's not afternoon.
It's afternoon.
Ah! And he sits up. He is also a satyr, but he is very old. And he just kind of rubs his forehead and he looks around the room that he's in, which is just a bare minimum bed on the floor, like, and he's like, what have I missed?
Well, the food's missing, but we got Magsy over there. He's looking up into it.
The food is missing?
It's very semi-calm with the provisions.
They were probably sleeping like me.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go do elder stuff. You keep doing... I forget what your job is. Have fun. He walks past you. Past you. And, as he walks past, he kind of, like, rubs his hooves real quick as he's walking into the snow.
Mm-hmm.
And, you notice that he has none of his, like, expected furs, like elder garb, none of it. He just walks on out. He is wearing, like a Sherpa, a sweater, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not wearing any of the expected gear for the day.
Is it sitting around, laying around?
You can't see it. Like I said, all you see is the bed on the floor. So,
awesome. Well, the cold should keep him awake.
That's hopeful. So he walks past you, and he kind of looks a little lost as he goes outside.
She just points him in the direction of the tree there.
The giant one.
And then he starts heading to the incense tree. Rory.
So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check around the village to see if Ativa is here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check real quick. $10. You don't see Ativa. You see Ivy, who just spoke with Britannic, going to help Rasper. Help. She seems to sort of just be like, trying to talk to the children to get them down. Rasper is just like, get out of the tree!
Rasper is so tightly wound. I guess I'll go talk to Ivy. So I'll walk up to her. My now long black hair is flowing in the wind. And I look Ivy dead in the eyes with my nice, beautiful brown eyes. Hi, Ivy.
Oh, Rory! It is lovely to see you.
How are you doing?
I am cold, ready to go back inside.
So am I. Have you seen my sister?
No. Was she supposed to be coming?
Yeah, she was supposed to be here.
Oh. Well, I mean, I can always send some of our children to keep a lookout.
Yeah, if you could do that, because I have to do all this festivity stuff. It's fine. I'm fine.
If she told you she'd be here, I'm sure she will.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you, Ivy. Great talk. I'm gonna go find a deer hide.
Oh.
Bye.
The hide of a deer. So she's like, and just turns back and is still trying to like coax the children down.
Need reindeer hide. Like, that's one of the things I need, right?
It's like,
You had that? You got it. Log and reindeer fur. You got it.
The elders are gathering.
the
We're just
elders-
in charge of making sure things go smoothly.
Well, they're gathering them,
See,
but they're going to come get us for assistance at a random point.
right. The
Just trying to
elders are the
distract
real
myself at this
heroes of
point.
this adventure.
Yeah, we're just fumbling around and yelling.
Yeah.
So we will move back over to Bagsy, who's
Okay.
now made it to Taken Village.
I'm screaming through the trees and like shaking branches like.
So you actually, as you come forward, there are a couple of people sleeping, but majority of the people who you would expect, which would be like your siblings and people who are around your age, a little younger, maybe able-bodied, to be able to bring the veggies and the herbs, they're not here. It just seems to be like the parents and the young kids who are still asleep.
Let me wake them up.
Okay, so you wake them up, and the first person you see is your mother, and she comes out and she's like, "Oh, hello, Nancy."
Hi. Where is everybody?
Oh, aren't they?
No. No, as a matter of fact, they're not. They're not here either. So I'm kind of freaking out. So,
Okay. Well, we don't need to freak out.
oh no, we need to have a panic attack right now.
No, Magsy. And they put just like a little flower, like a frozen flower, just on your head, and they're like, "Oh, it's okay."
How on earth are you so calm? Flower is kind of nice.
And she goes over to your very much younger sibling, like a year old, scoops her up in her arms and walks over to the little opening of the little hut up in the tree. And she kind of gazes out into the snow, and the snow is starting to fall a little heavier at this point, but it's not a blizzard by any means. And she starts levitating really quick and looks one side, other side. Well, Bagsy, she turns around. The herbs and veggies are gone, so they must be headed there?
Do you think they would have gotten there by now, though?
It would be odd for you to not see them on your way back here.
There weren't even any cooks out. I checked the supply area. It was empty.
Like entirely empty?
There was meat and stuff, but none of our stuff. None of our stuff.
Okay. And have you seen Rasper this morning?
Yeah, he's been yelling at kids all day because of the tree.
Okay, that's fair. What I will do is I will leave you with your sister for a moment, and I will be back.
Sure.
And she gives you your sister. Hi. Who is still like groggy, and she looks up at you and she goes, sleep. And she turns back over and just like curls up into your arms and takes a nap. And your mom flies off in an unknown direction, and you're like, okay, hope this solves the problem.
We'll just sit here and wait for like 5 minutes tops before I start screaming.
Alrighty. And we'll move back to Britannic.
I guess since I'm watching the stage get built, giving pointers where they're needed, none. Like, you should build a trap door so when they suck, we can drop them. That takes the kids. And they're just ignoring me like most people do.
See, he wasn't like this last year.
Then when I get bored with that, I guess I'll search for more things to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're sort of giving the unsolicited advice, you feel a tap on your right shoulder.
Oh. Yeah, turn around. Hello?
Nobody's there.
Turn to the left.
It's Malachi.
Hi,
Malachi and Mavis, who are your retired elders, they are both waiting there, giggling as they do in their very old shenanigans. Both of them are humans, so they're very, very old. But they are spry for their age, and they do like pulling tricks a lot. And Malachi goes, "So, Britannic,
Yeah.
have you started the collection? Has anybody started?"
So we were told just to kind of meander around, make sure things are getting done. I looked for the cooks, and the stew wasn't ready, so it wasn't even started. So I sent Bagsy out, because that's their thing, right? They're in charge of that. So they're checking in on that. But as far as I know, no one's started collection yet, no.
That's interesting. And they look up at the sky, and you also start to notice that it is getting a little heavier. Well, I think the M10 spirit usually gives its poem around the start of everybody's arrival. So, I don't know if your elder told you. Probably not. I'd recommend being there.
Yeah, no, we made eye contact, and he kind of walked the other direction. So that makes me feel great about myself.
I wonder...
You know what? That's a good advice. I'm going to go talk to him.
And Mavis just sort of nods along to everything that Malachi said. And she also says, "The poem sometimes make no sense, but I think you can figure it out.
You're some poetry anyway.
A smart boy." She said, she's like toying with man, boy.
Yeah. I don't know what I am either. Abomination.
And then they both go up to assist with the building of the stage in the same way that you were, giving absolutely unsolicited advice, just making trouble for everybody building the stage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find. I so want to say Geralt.
You can say Geralt if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to start calling him Gerald.
Gerald.
So he starts walking away from the tree just as you start to approach. Like he's given up on this yelling at the children.
Yeah.
And he's just sort of exhausted with Rasper's antics, and he's like, "Oh, Botanic. Hey. So the tree soon.
Yeah.
It tells us important information.
Uh-huh.
I have to run and do something for Rasper.
Okay.
You all need to be there.
Oh.
Where is everybody?
What time?
Oh, it's when the last person from the outside villages arrived.
The tree knows when the last person arrives.
The tree is magical.
Well, I know that.
I just didn't know it was omnipotent.
I just didn't know it knew everyone else's schedules. I wish I had a schedule. I mean, just loosey-goosey when everyone arrives is not good.
Magical tree. Godlike magical tree.
Alright, well, I guess I'll go find the rest of my friends. Friends?
I would assume?
I don't know. They're acting weird today. Like, they saw me and they're like, what?
Well, pretending. You do look a little bit different than the last time I ever saw you.
Yeah, but Rory looks different like every time I turn around and no one blinks an eye.
That is very
Rory doesn't have
almost
saggy nipples.
Oh!
You're not even there. That was rude.
It's rude!
And I say, yeah. He says, yeah. I mean, you're correct. I almost never recognize Rory.
Yeah.
I would recommend you communicate with them. I think that's the best thing to do.
I hate communicating. Alright, I'll go find him. Hopefully the fairy comes back.
Alrighty.
Pixie.
And what are you doing after your elder has woken his ass up and headed towards everybody?
Probably helping getting the children off the tree.
Okay, so you're now at the tree with the elders. Go ahead and roll me a quick investigation. Actually, give me a history check. Let's do history. History.
Glad it's on.
That's a nat 20.
Nice!
So
So you know why these children are in this tree, and you know getting them down is going to be a task. And that is because there is a wives' tale amongst the villages that the child who is able to collect the berry from the highest branch on the Imten tree before the end of the festival is blessed with all the candy they could eat for the next year. It's just a wives' tale. It's never actually been real, but the children will continue at this all day unless there is some sort of resolution, unless somebody wins the prize.
So it's just because Thudamanji is for like images and stuff, right?
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah. Or there's thaumaturgy and it's the same thing twice. It's like
Thaumaturgy too, electric boogaloo.
I have it twice
You
in there,
can't
so I can't.
This is what we are now.
So thaumaturgy is sound and visual, right?
I believe so.
Oh.
Let me. I have things.
Because I haven't used this spell before, so I have no idea.
The power of the internet.
Me too.
I know it lets you have a big booming voice.
Or smell.
It is. Your voice booms. You can cause flames to flicker, harmless tremors, an instantaneous sound. You can make a door fly open that wasn't locked.
Ooh.
And you can change the appearance of your eyes for 1 minute. So that's like
Be like a
visual effects.
Except for the ice things, that's just like
Kicks off that.
rat smells come.
But I take like a little piece of snow, like make it berry size,
Okay.
and somehow I think I probably like find some dye somewhere, whatnot, make it blue,
Okay.
like a berry.
Go ahead and let's do a survival check. See if
Survival?
You can make it look like a berry.
Okay. That is 22.
All right. Cool. Yeah, it totally looks like one of those white berries at the Imton tree. The Imton tree sprouts all sorts of berries. It's
Okay.
not really like one particular type of tree. And so, white berry, for sure. You make it. What do you do with it?
I'm just gonna raise it over my head, and then I'm just gonna yell really loud, like, whoever gets down the tree first gets the berry.
All of the kids turn and they start to hightail it to you.
They run by and I'm like,
fast.
Oh no!
So
Like, you just you see Avery run by with a parade of kids.
Just the scene from the Pirates of the Caribbean.
yeah. It's like, oh, I'll deal with that later.
Not my problem.
That's
And Rasper just kind of looks and is like,
get creative.
Or somebody's day is free now.
and he looks down to where you are and he's like, well, the tree is free for now, so let's not worry about it.
Okay, I'm gonna go find more people. I got a job.
All right. Rory, what are you doing?
So I have gone out to little outskirts of the village. There are some reindeer. And I'm a little depressed. Because my sister stood me up. So I'm gonna go out. I'm wild shaping into a reindeer. And I'm spending time in the field with my buddies.
Well, you guys are making this really hard for
I'm
me.
catching and speak with animals first, so I can
Okay.
carry a conversation with them.
So you're out there.
Simile.
You're out there in the fields, and the reindeers that are out there are pretty young reindeer. You do see that they seem to be like very jumpy. They don't really seem to want to stay here, but there's food, and so they're eating it. And they're just kind of meandering very cautiously. They seem a little on edge. Clop, 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 clop.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah! What do you want?
I just want to know why everybody's so stressed out.
You haven't seen the... You haven't seen the pixies?
What?
The pixies! They've been all over the fields. They've been stealing all of the food. And they're mean. They bite. It's...
Pixies been living out your behind?
Yes!
That's terrifying. I just stand up and put my hoops on my
And
hips.
they just wide eyed, so confused.
This is unacceptable. I know some people. I'll be back.
Clop, 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 clop.
And they run. I feel it. They're like, what the hell just happened?
So go find my friends.
Okay. Are you staying in reindeer form?
It's faster.
Gonna turn that into a holiday card. I just want a deer standing up on its back legs with its hooves pressed in like that. Just, this is unacceptable.
With the same, like, black bob cut.
That's
Alright, so we're gonna flash back to Bagsy. Your mom comes zooming into the house, and she's like, oh, dear God. Okay, it's not anything super bad, but they're stuck in a pocket. We gotta go get them. Let's leave your sister with your Aunt Matilda.
Okay, we're small, so I have to clarify. Stuck in a pocket, as in stuck in a pocket, or stuck in a pocket, as in stuck in like a weather pocket.
No, magical.
Breathe. There you go.
It's a Fayhenge.
Oh, okay.
We've got to go get them.
Okay, let's go. We can do that right now.
And she leads the way. And it's literally like if you had gone just slightly west of the path that you took here, you would have seen what is so strange, a circle of just green, absolutely thriving grass with no snow on it. Just large patch on the floor of the forest. And so your mother flies up to it, and she, like, shows you with her hand. She presses it, and it wibbly wobblies.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Yeah. God. Can I try to poke it with my quarterstaff?
You may.
Pop it like a bubble?
As you poke it, it just kind of, it acts like water.
Punching it probably won't do anything, but punching is all I'm good at.
I'm a little worried that if I go in there, I will also be trapped. But maybe if you hold my hand as I go through?
Possibly. Yeah, like create like a chain, like you grab on and I grab on and then we pull everybody through.
Perhaps.
Okay, so I'll make a chain.
All right. So she starts to, like, tiptoe her way in, and she kind of, like, shivers at the consistency of the hinge, and she plugs her nose even though she's not going underwater, holds onto your hand, jumps in, and you feel her weight just dead drop. I need an athletics check.
Oh my god. Let's see, that's fair enough. 14.
Okay. So you do manage to hold on to her, but it pulls you, and you're like, okay, what's going on here? Because that felt like she had jumped into a hole, and Fey henges usually are just like portals that sort of just take you to the Fey realm. And you can feel she's like tapping on your hand with her ring finger, just tapping you.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up.
Okay, go ahead and give me another athletics check.
Natural 20.
Oh, look at that. So you pull her out, and as you pull her out, you also pull out your two siblings. And Twilly looks at you and she's like, what is going on?
I don't know. I came to ask you.
Mom just appeared, and your mom is like, just like rubbing her temples, and she's like, they are in between the henge? I don't understand how this is happening. There's like the liminal space of a portal, the in between. I don't know how you get stuck there. What were you guys doing? And Twilly sort of just like looks around and she's like, we were at the festival. What do you mean? And your mom goes, Bagsy?
No, you weren't. Festival hasn't even started yet.
We have started the stew. We were at the festival doing our job. Where were you?
There is no stew. I came to come get you.
Mom, I am telling you. And she looks between the two of you.
If you follow me right now, there will be an empty supply cart, aside from some proteins.
And your mom really just, like, she keeps rubbing her head. And she's like, what I just saw, I promise you, was the liminal space. Twilly. Bagsy. And she just kind of like keeps shifting back and forth between the two of you. And then she looks at your brother. And he looks very dazed. He looks like something's not quite right. He's usually very put together, we're doing our jobs, we're doing it this way, I have all the tools, and he kind of looks like something's not right.
You gonna be sick? You're gonna be sick.
Vomits.
Yeah.
And your sister, she like immediately goes to help him and like holds his hair back because he does have longer hair, holds his hair back and like rubs his back, and she's like, what is going on here?
So you guys think you guys were at the festival all day?
No, I know I was at the festival. I was doing my job.
Did you see any of the elders? Did you speak to Rasper?
Yeah, he came up and told us we were earlier than you and doing a great job.
Okay, compliment you. He compliments everybody but me. Okay. I would like you to come with me to the festival.
I think our brother needs to go rest somewhere, but okay.
Well, he can rest, but I need somebody to come with me and verify that I'm not crazy.
And your mom stops her confusion for a second. She's like, I saw more of that. I saw more of our people.
In that weird little white space?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. I need to go get Rasper. But one of you is coming with me.
Twilly, I can handle you, brother. And she just rolls her eyes and she's like, fine, I will go.
Stop pouting. Follow me.
Alright, and you guys head back.
Heading to Rasper.
Reindeer, what are you doing?
I'm galloping like the winds. Clop, 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 clop.
So, Britannic.
Yeah.
As you're heading to gather everybody, a reindeer comes running into the center of town, and you
with the fuck ass bomb
are. It's just
you, Alistair.
It looks like Avery and Rory are gonna collide with the children behind her.
I do nothing. So I'm gonna start shouting, Avery, we have a pixie problem! But I'm a reindeer, so it's
You're running with these children behind you, and you see a reindeer just.
I love playing druids.
You don't think this would be the perfect time to like switch back into the form that can speak English?
What? They don't want to waste a wild shape.
Yeah, she's forbidden. talking way.
It's an octopus.
I was just about to say it's different because octopus.
So I take the berry that I'm holding, or berry, and I chuck it someplace away so the kids are going to shoot away from the deer.
Okay. As you do that, all of the children immediately change course. You still, however, are in the path of Rory, who you don't know is Rory, just a reindeer.
Yeah, I'm going to try to.
Give me a dexterity save. And you can also, if you want to try and stop, or you can.
Yeah, I will try to stop.
I'm just going to hold my ground and be like, okay, I'm going to take this.
Stats of a reindeer.
Like they do for, like,
What are the stats of a reindeer?
Like if you just like my ordinary life,
Isn't just reindeer
clotheslining
static?
it, suplexing
It's not-
it, and just use its ear.
need to do it.
Reindeer. Nice. Yeah. So what do you want me to make a strength? Okay. 12.
Okay.
4.
So you do like one of those like train sliding up until it's gonna hit, and you just barely like your snoot right there.
Snoots are touching.
Ooh, snoots. I do that nose thing. Let's switch back.
After all of that, it's just in that person.
Hey, wait!
What?
We got a problem. We got
You
many
almost made a
problems.
really big problem right there. You went straight over some children.
Whatever, they would have been fine.
They'll bounce back.
Kill them. And I don't want to do that right now.
Well, you know what I don't want to do is deal with pixies. What'd you say? I'm here. Watched all of that. Oh. You didn't do anything to sing? I was enjoying the train wreck. Anyway, yeah, we have a pixie problem, apparently. It's not a piece. They've been messing with my homies out in the fields.
Your home. I thought we were your homies.
I can have more than one homie.
No. Choose a side.
It's a one homie household.
So anyway, I just... I sigh, I rub my temples, my freckles across my face with my short curly red hair just shining in the sunlight.
You're really confusing me. We also have another problem. The tree's about to read slam poetry.
Oh, it's doing slam this year?
That's I think.
Oh, last year did contemporary.
Yeah, everyone's getting berets and snapping. Anyway, we need to go listen to it. I've been told that all four of us... Where's Bagsy? They should be back by now. None of you have seen Bagsy.
No.
Oh,
Again, I've
My
been
God.
hanging out with my homies.
I've been getting chased by children.
yeah, goof it off, really.
Goof it.
Look, we have to keep an imaginary schedule that there's no time for, apparently, where just people show up, and I'm supposed to just be there.
Look, if anybody
They
can
just
find more time,
Hear me
it's you.
barreling in from the background like Cartman, just like, yes! Yes! Yes!
All right, grab Bagsy.
That's what happens. You guys! We have a major problem!
There's so many problems in so little time.
Twilly flies in much more gracefully. Just very.
She would.
She would.
We have a really huge problem. All of the people involved in bringing food for the cooks are in a pocket dimension of a pocket
I'm
dimension.
sorry, what?
That's the easiest
The
way I
pixies
can
is a
explain it.
reindeer, I get.
There's
the chil-
pixies.
The
Is that why we have a pixie problem?
Does the pocket dimension correlate with the pixies?
They both start with P.
We have a triple P situation.
If anything I know from reading books is that alliteration leads to solving mysteries.
You know what?
Are you like okay?
No!
Did
No.
you develop dementia?
What's that? I'm so scared for you. My goal is to make the DM cry.
Then Ivy walks up at this moment.
Good, some guidance.
And she sort of tosses her hair back and she's like, "Hello, folks. I have been sent a vision by the Intem tree that things are not going as planned." She's like touching her spots and this is like a panic motion. She's like, "So usually we would receive the guidance for the snowdrops, where to find them, from the tree when everybody arrives. However, the Imtem tree has shown me that people are not arriving, and I don't know why."
We know why.
Well,
Baxi knows why.
I have no idea why. I just know that there's a problem.
Talk about the peeves.
Hold on. Before we do this, Ivy clearly needs some help. I'm gonna go ahead and grope fur so that she has something to stroke for, like, sensory.
and she starts immediately. That is this is like a relationship that you and Ivy have. You're like, "I understand. My mentor is panicking. I can," and
Good stim.
And she does calm down for a minute, and she sort of composes herself. And she's like, "So why are people not arriving?"
Well, I know that the reason why the Fae didn't come with all of the ingredients and the vegetables is because they're stuck inside of a pocket dimension, Like in a really weird in-between transitional space between here and where the pocket goes. They're stuck.
And Twilly says, "I'm pretty sure that I was at the festival."
Yeah, and that's another thing. Sis over here says that they've already been to the festival, they've already cooked everything already happened, and clearly it hasn't.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. That's my job. Make checks all day.
Now your turn. You tell them about your peas.
So I was hanging out with my buddies out in the snowfields.
So much chillaxing.
Ivy just looks curiously.
The reindeer. And they were talking about pixies nipping at them. Fighting.
And Ivy is going to also make an Arcana check while you make an Arcana check.
That's like a big dice.
It's just a metal dice.
I got a 23.
Oh, very nice. So you and Ivy at the same time put together, this is Fae time bullshit.
Yeah.
So basically, the pixies, maybe not responsible for it, but likely responsible for it, must have come through a Fae henge and intentionally made it wider, and in doing so, expanded the magic and made it so that time in the Fae henge stretched, compressed, and so it's entirely possible that they attended a timeline of the festival while they were in the Fae henge.
Shaman, explain this how you guys can understand. Time is a soup.
I like soup.
I know you
Great
do.
start.
That's I'm getting there. But there's a tidbit for everyone here.
All right.
So the pixies that are messing with your homies, which we'll talk about later, came through the hedge, but when they did, they stretched the soup. To a trough? Too much starch in the soup made it weird.
Yeah.
And so I think your sister
was in the soup?
She was in the soup.
She was in the soup.
But it wasn't our soup, it was a different soup.
It was a different soup. Okay. So there's two different soups.
There's many soups.
There's many soups.
Some of them come in bread bowls, which is delicious.
God. But it's the ocean soup. I think that counts.
I think so. But anyway, so your sister probably attended a festival either in the past or in the future. Or just in a different timeline altogether. And explain timelines. Explain them really well in my book that's coming out next season. Yours now.
hardback titled "Everything Is Soup."
And
Memoir.
Ivy claps her
Everything's
hands.
coming up soon.
She's like, very, very good, Britannic. I couldn't have explained it better myself.
I couldn't. No, you can't have. That was the best.
Rory, like, you obviously could have. You're
I'm the best.
Your elder.
Like, my eyebrow is shaking. I'm like, that made me stupid.
I didn't have to make you anything. You're already there.
It does seem like, however, if we have people stuck in a bayhenge, that is also a bit of a time portal. That's something worth dealing with.
Yes.
And probably post-haste. We need to hurry on that. I will come with you guys.
Thank you.
Please lead the way.
Yeah, here, I'll take you right to it.
Alrighty. And you guys head there. You guys are very fast. Way faster than Ivy is. But you guys make it there. And the snow now is starting to get a little heavier. It's starting to be a little more of that packing snow where you can make snowmen and snowballs.
But a snowball at Rory.
I'm gonna eat it. Just gonna catch it like a dog.
You freak.
And you come upon the clearing where that previously this big, much larger.
Oh, that's bigger.
And your mom,
That's
your
bigger.
mom
Yeah.
is like up against the tree, and she's like, "It keeps growing, and I can't get it to stop. What is happening?" She looks up at Ivy and not Rascal. And she goes, "Ivy, what is this?" And Ivy goes, "No worries. We can handle it." And she looks to Britannic. She's like, "Would you like to do the honors?"
Oh, great. Responsibility. Yeah, we can do this. First we have to get everyone out. I can close it, no problem, but if I close it now, everyone's lost forever.
And Ivy was just nodding along.
So, what we're going to do is make a daisy chain. Right?
And your mom goes,
Not that kind of, no, that kind of, a daisy chain of us.
No, okay. We did that.
Okay?
It's just like a white space. So I don't know how you'll navigate in the white space. I fell. And very, very by chance, very luckily, my children just happened to be in the space.
Okay.
That I was in.
Right. Well, we could do is leave. Get some better help.
Give me some rope.
Does anyone have rope?
What if we all sit here and cast Summon Fae all day?
Just call it to us.
Just calling your brothers and sisters and cousins. And
And laugh! There you are.
Looking for him? Right, rope.
I have rope.
Nice. 50 feet of hempen rope. Nice. Can I use it?
I don't know. Can you?
Please. Yeah. Thanks.
I thought I
I'll give
had
you a
rope,
signed
but
copy
I
of my
have a
book
rope.
next season when it comes out.
I also
Okay.
have
Do
50
you have a
feet
title
of rope.
yet?
No way.
It's a working title. Time.
I have a fucking crowbar.
More
I got
fucking
paper.
bear.
I got
And you can turn into a bear.
Hell yeah. I could start fire.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, I get the rope.
okay.
And, who's the strongest out of all of us?
Not me.
I am on a good day.
Okay.
What's your strength?
8.
Mine's
For now.
also 8.
You're like, I
also
could-
hate.
No.
I am the strongest out of all of us.
Dude, I can turn into a gorilla.
There you go. That makes sense because I'm like literally like negative any feet and has wings.
So,
Okay.
anyways, I want to make sure this goes right.
Become
So,
monkey.
I am actually going to. I love you.
What?
I'm gonna cast polymorph on myself and turn into a giant ape. I want to make sure this is as successful as possible.
I was
Great.
going to say, does it have to be the giant one?
Yes.
When in doubt, make it giant. That's in my book.
I can imagine I probably would have went
It's the working title of my book.
Time. When in doubt, make it giant.
When in doubt, make it giant.
Wasn't it previously unexplained timelines? Are we just...
We're just adding into it.
Time is just
The book itself and its writing process is in a time loop, so as soon as you buy it and you start reading it, you get to watch the pages being written. And
That's a really good idea. I'm stealing that.
You're welcome. Actually.
So, do you want to be the anchor, or do you want to go in? There's two ways we can do this. I should probably be the anchor.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh wait, I'm already monkey.
oh no. Ape strong together. I get it. Uh-huh. What? We'll talk about that later. Alright, I tentatively tie the rope around the monkey.
Alright.
I'll go in.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I have
save your family, make the ultimate sacrifice.
I have the most strength next to Giant Monkey out of all of us. So, second strongest will probably go in so they can grab and pull.
Very strong together. Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, my strength is 23.
I hand you the end of the rope, and I go, when you find them, tug 3 times.
3 times.
If you want out, tug twice. Tug once if you just want to say hi.
1 equals 2 equals 5. 3 equals Waldo. Got it. My notes are unhinged, by the way.
Alright. Good luck, soldier.
Let's go. Let's do
I
this.
believe in you.
Let's die.
Alright, you dive in, and it is just like
She's
your
going
mom
to die.
described. It's just like your mom described. It's a white space, and you see all of these people just kind of spread out, and what's confusing is they're all like talking, and it seems like interacting with nobody and nothing. Like you would swear you were in an asylum. Everybody just talking to themselves.
Can I kind of call out to anybody?
Certainly. You yell, and your voice carries throughout the space. It echoes. And some of them turn, not all of them, but some of them turn towards you. And they seem kind of dazed, like your brother was. Is your brother's name Aiken? I have it written here as A, which is...
Great notes.
Yeah.
Yes, Aiken.
Okay, Aiken. That's what I thought. Okay, so it looked just like Aiken's face. Very dazed, very confused. But they do look at you.
I have to think of something that would garner their attention and get them to come towards me. Food time!
You say that, and they sort of shake out of their...
Feast is this way! Drinks aplenty! Mead is flowing!
And as that happens, you sort of feel a warmth come over you.
Wait a bit later.
Yeah, it feels pretty like you've done something good. You've done something right. And you hear the voice of Savita, which is actually the retired elder for Avery. And you hear her say, "Excellent job solving problems." And then you see all the other fairies also turn your way. And everybody starts trying to make their way to you, but it seems like they're having some issues. Like, it kind of looks like they're, like, glitching, almost. But they do seem to be headed in your direction for the most part.
Okay, tug 3 times. I found them.
Okay. She found them.
So I feel the tug.
Bracing.
Great job.
Monkey brace. Okay. All right. Have to have something in here that can, like...
Didn't you say you also have rope?
I do. I do also have rope. It's about 50 feet worth of rope. Like,
That will literally double what we have right now.
okay, yeah, no, I want to use that. I want
Alright.
to use that and kind of extend the line out a little bit more so I can kind of meet them halfway.
All right. So as you do that, sort of in a Jimmy Rig fashion, moving down the mountain, you do manage to get close enough to grab the first one, who is able to grab the next one, and they start sort of just grabbing each other.
Yeah, there we go. Pass the cup down. There
And
we
I
go.
need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh dear Lord. Okay. Where's the saves? Here they are. Oh wow. Okay. 19 plus 5, 24.
Very nice. So you start to brace yourself. You tie you and the person's hand together, and you're like, I need you to hold on because we're about to whip out of here.
Yep, we're all about to go for a really fun ride. Hold on tight.
Yep. So you get it all set up, and because of that strength saving throw, everybody's going to make it out no problem. So go ahead. You do.
Tug 2 times.
Monkey.
Poor monkey.
Yoink.
I'm going to need strength saving throw from you.
I'm so sick of this dive. This one's going away. So that was a 9.
Yay.
Does that fail?
Yes.
Okay.
I was actually going to use my inspiration.
Well,
for the night.
I can also make you reroll with Chronal Shift.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, it's monkey time.
Yeah.
I go, do it again! Do better!
Rewind.
That was one better.
10.
10 might have been just passing though.
So you
Could use your
you go to tug, and you're like, something is not right. It's pulling taut, like it's stuck to something like a wall or something.
I would like to readjust my rope, tying it around a tree. And then I'm gonna try to grab onto the rope and reach a hand in and see if I can feel around. I'm gonna do that blind feeling for a light socket.
Okay. So what Bagsy sees,
Oh no.
about 70 feet up, giant ape paw, and it's just coming out of whiteness. And
Not how I was expecting my holiday to go, gotta be honest.
You drink sign language. I'll go, yeah.
Slow down, I hate it when you stutter and you're just like, there goes one.
This is mine now.
I've been offering it to you for years and you won't take it. So believe me, if you want it, you actually can.
So you see the monkey fist, and you realize, okay, something's going on. I've got everybody set up. Why isn't this rope being pulled? Something is not going right.
Can I try to pull myself up the rope a little bit and grab onto the monkey hand?
You can. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a real hefty DC.
You got the weight of your whole town.
That's right, I do.
Pressing choice.
While I'm feeling around, I don't feel anything.
You know.
Can I peek a head in?
Oh my god.
You can. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Just pops in like, I'm just like,
Actually, you know what? You've been mean to me all night. I'm gonna use a different die.
yeah, that one needs to go in the chamber.
That's better. 16.
Okay. So you
Okay,
leave
Daddy,
your
thank
head in, and you instantly are smacked with such a weird feeling. You start to experience the confusion that everybody's experiencing. And when you dip your head in, you do see Bagsy, but you don't see everybody else. You just sort of see a grayish, what starts to be forming into Avite village.
Just gonna pull my head out.
I see the monkey come out having experienced magic for the first time, apparently.
Showing monkey magic for first
And
time.
I'm like, alright, what's going on? And I poke my head in.
Okay. So give me a dexterity saving throw.
A dex saving throw?
It's the most professional adventure party I've ever been in. It's a giant, massive, destructive portal.
10.
Okay. So you see a similar thing.
Yeah.
You can't see Bagsy though. You poke in and you're like, ah.
But I see the rope going down.
Yes, and you see Avite village.
And I know that Bagsy pulled the rope to come out.
Alright.
Can I see where, like, the rope is, like, stuck on anything?
So it looks like it's tied to a tree in Avite village.
Interesting. Can I make a check of some kind?
You mean Arcana?
Yeah. 26.
This is time fuckery. So basically, what's happened is something happened in some sort of timeline where they also needed a rope, and because there's just like not enough strength of either magical style or strength from the ape, something has to sever that arcane bond.
Right.
Does the fact that when one person put their head in, they saw me, but no other Fae, and when the other person put their head in, they saw literally nobody. Like, does that have anything to do with it?
Has to do with their rolls and where they rolled. So they rolled a 16, they rolled a 10. So the portal affected them differently.
So, I just want to make sure I'm getting this visual right. I see the rope.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anyone attached to it.
Correct.
But I see it going down to a tree.
In Avite village, which looks like it's full up.
Cool. Could I aim a magic missile
You may.
at the rope down as far as I can
Yes.
to the other village?
Go for it.
Cool. It's magic missile. So I'm just going to roll damage, I guess?
Yes. Give me damage, see if it severs the arcane bond.
Alright.
If that doesn't work, I have an idea.
Nine points of force damage.
Yep. So what you see happen is you send this magic missile and you start to see like the ripples around your magic entering this portal. You recognize it as time ripples.
Yeah.
And it hits the rope and then it glitches. What you're seeing glitches.
Yeah.
And you see Bagsy again. The rope has not severed, but you can see sort of a splitting of timelines, and it starts to give you a bit of a headache.
Ooh.
Because you can see two timelines happening at once. And Bagsy does appear to your vision, and as things sort of come together, you can now see the entire fairy village of youngsters, at least, the people who should be helping with the food. Daisy chained, all down.
Oh, Lord. Hey, I need more magic. Monkey! No monkey!
I'm a hot babe.
Nice! What color hair do you have now? Purple. Nice. Nice. Do you have anything that can help me? Stick your head in here. Take a look at that.
They already saw it.
Already did.
I know. But stick it in as you.
Stick my head in.
Another death save.
Oh.
We'll do this one at advantage because you've already experienced the portal before.
Okay. So 16 plus 1, 17.
You see everything that that he saw. The whole fairy kingdom, basically, the youngsters, the teenagers, and older, hanging on to Bagsy, this rope. It's taut, but it looks like it might be able to be pulled now, but it's a heavy weight.
And, like, the timeline is still fucky-wucky, right?
It's fuzzy. It's not, you can't, I mean, it's like if you had like an overlay of Avite Village on transparent, you can, yeah.
Okay, I think I have an idea to help sever that connection a little more. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
Genius.
As you cast it, you see things really clarify, and you see the rope now, instead of being taut, starts swinging with them on it. Yay!
Oh my god!
Everybody pull.
Everybody pull.
Please, this sucks. Real
We're gonna do
bad.
our first group check.
I am now
Oh, God.
a 6'3" muscle man. My strength has not changed though, so it is entirely for show.
I guess guidance on myself because I'm a little bit weak.
So it can be athletics or acrobatics. Does that matter?
So,
I'm so glad I picked Festive Green. I love you.
Yes.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Gesundheit.
Totally gonna do acrobatics.
Okay. What'd you
Okay. 19 plus 9.
get? Nice.
What do you mean? Oh my god.
Jesus.
I'm a
14.
strong boy.
Okay, 14.
I'm a little guy,
Hey.
but I'm a strong.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Hey, that's pretty good. That's a success. Everybody manages to work together. You spend too much time putting together this muscle man, but you do end up grabbing the rope last minute and helping, and everybody gets Bagsy and most of the teenagers and young adults of Taken Village out of this time portal.
Most?
And it's not all the teenagers aren't responsible for food.
Okay.
We lost some. Their sacrifice will be remembered.
Everybody who was in there gets out, and as the last one comes out, you see it starts to shrink.
Cool.
I'm fine with
And
that.
Twilly immediately takes the lead and is like, "Food, let's go, let's go!" And everybody starts following her and Aiken back to get
Your
the
sister's
food.
doing your job for you. I just want to.
After everything I was going through,
No, you did a
that
great
weird
job.
little white space.
Yeah.
Thank you. I deserved that. I deserved that. I deserved a. Wow. You know, Bagsy, you did a great job today.
You're Bagsy. You did a great job today.
Thank you.
Your sister's doing your job for you.
Twilly always does.
I'm just saying that you should, take charge every once in a while.
I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you in your old shriveled face.
It's not old.
Ivy just watches this back and forth and is like, "Okay, all right, guys. I think we have this problem solved. That means the tree is probably going to give its guidance soon. We probably need to get back to the M10.
And then we'll deal with the pixies after that.
Yes, the pixie problem.
Yeah, the pee problem.
The pixie problem.
The pixie problem pocket dimension. We deal with the pocket.
I'm afraid that if we leave the pixies, they might crash the poem.
Yeah, but we can deal with that with the poem. I was told to get you guys to the poem.
He's freaking out about his schedule. We need to go.
Imaginary time! Who does that?
All time is imaginary.
Sundown could be good.
He's going off about his special interest again. Make him stop.
You know, my special interest is time. You can read about it in my book.
I feel like
What in doubt, making giants. The mechanisms of pocket dimensions.
I feel like you have
By David Allen.
37 different pocket watches, and each one has its own
Where
thing.
do I keep them? I'm not wearing clothes. I do roll up like a sleeve,
Like a Looney Tunes ass.
but it just shows more fur underneath. And there's 10 watches.
Oh,
I hate this party.
I hate you too.
All right, so you all head back to the M10?
Yes.
Yes.
It's poem
Listen to
time.
slam poetry.
All right.
It's time for
It
snacks.
is slam poetry this year, right?
Yeah, right. It was
every 5th year is slam poetry.
right. And
Because
then,
last year it was contemporary.
And
Right.
Ivy just kind of watches you all very confused.
and then last year it did the interpretive dance. Oh my god!
Yeah, that
That
was.
was awesome. And that was weird because it just shook a lot, and then no one knew what to do. That
A
was
lot of
wild.
French slam.
I think we weren't in charge of that, huh?
Alrighty, you all make it back to the inventory, and you do see that the children are all gathered around, seated very kindly, patiently. The one kid holding onto the berry like it's the end of his life. And
Covered
you see, I was going to say, as you see, if you take a look in his hand, it's melted because it was just snow. But holding a branch that looks like it had berries on it. And they're all sitting sort of like the way that kids do at like a reader's theater. And you see Rasper sitting on top of one of the branches, watching over, and then you start to see everybody kind of coming into this center area, and there's a section and a bench for you guys to sit, specifically for the elder apprentices. And you guys, I assume, all take your way to the front to be able to sit there.
Can I do a quick scan and see if Atiba is here?
You may. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Then can I also see that if Bran has his dumbass still awake?
Go ahead and give me a perception check, would you?
9.
You don't see
You are not allowed to have a sister.
Did your sister ever exist?
Don't you start gaslighting me too? It's 7.
7?
Wow, you guys
You
can't
have no idea what Bran is.
You old man wandered.
So you guys are up here on the bench, and you do start to see the branches start to move the opposite way of the wind.
Oh, we are doing interpretive dances here.
Dang it! Put my beret away.
And as they start to move in the opposite way, for the first time since you guys have become elder apprentices, because most of the speaking has gone through your elders, the tree speaks to you inside of your minds, and you all hear this poem read in a crazy old voice.
Let me do it.
Crazy old voice? Yeah, you got that.
We're salt and soil! There's still me!
You want me to take this? Okay. Where salt and soil first do meet, I find myself a cool retreat. From lilies and life I shade my eyes. Let falling snow be my disguise. What are they hoping for? A haiku?
It's snowing on Mount Fuji. There you go. That's
No, we got it. Where salt and soil first do meet, I find myself a cool retreat. From lily and life.
But yes, the caves are, in fact, where the ocean coasts up to the mountain, base of the mountain.
Right. And that's where I'm from?
Mhm.
Cool. We're going to my town. I get to show you guys around the town.
Do you even remember around the town?
Mountain shit.
Chili.
Hell
What do you
yeah.
mean?
Mountain shit.
You don't even know that.
You know, it's kind of weird that I'm part goat and we're going up a mountain. I find that weird. Anyway.
And before we leave, I'm going to try to find Bran.
Alright.
Make sure it's not safe.
Do you just split off?
Wait,
Do you
wait,
tell
wait.
them? What do you...
Oh, I let them know. I was like, I gotta wake up old man real quick.
Okay. I'm going to tell someone about this. What, did the elders get this message too?
You have no idea.
Cool. I'm going to find Geralt.
Okay. So Geralt is kind of in the front with the children. He's sitting crisscross applesauce like a kid.
Okay. Hey,
Oh!
did you get that?
Get what?
Oh, the poem.
Oh, the guidance is only for you guys.
We gotta go do it? I thought we were supposed to help you do
You
things.
lead one of us. I believe Ivy took this task. And Ivy comes out from a house. She wasn't even sitting
Oh,
at
great. Gotta fill her in.
And she walks over, very slowly, sauntering in her way that she does. And Geralt's like, did it tell you where?
I think I know where to go. I think we gotta go back home.
Oh,
Yeah. To Mount Wintergreen.
oh, like up the Mount Grey Wind, or?
You said where salt and soil first do meet. Right?
Okay,
You're tracking so far.
right.
I find myself a cool retreat.
Oh,
You got it? Okay. From
Right,
lilies
we
and life I shade my eyes. Let falling snow be my disguise. So like a cave.
I wonder if it's talking about the lily of the valley fields.
You know, that's why we keep you around. You got good ideas.
Have fun.
Yeah.
That's treacherous water.
Well, let's go.
And Lily
How treacherous.
and Geralt goes. And he turns to the children. It's the ocean monster, and starts like chasing them. And
So, the ocean monster. Can't be that bad.
Sure, it's fine.
It's probably like a small toad.
Or particularly large water bug.
Or a water buffalo.
Are those extinct?
Maybe, I've never seen one. Maybe because it's the monster of the lake or whatever.
the lake. You just called my ocean a lake.
My ocean.
It's all stew.
It's all soup.
It's all
soup.
All right. Ivy saunters up, finishing off a small goblet of wine. And,
Oh, you're having yourself a good time?
We're all right.
and she goes, "Yes, it's the festival."
Yeah, you weren't here for the reading.
Oh, I wasn't. It wasn't going to talk to me, anyways. Did you guys get guidance?
I gotta say this again. Yes,
Okay. Where are we headed?
we're headed to Mount Wintergreen. And the
Okay.
lily sea thing, the lily pad.
Treacherous waters.
Yep. That.
I'm so sorry. I keep my.
And Ivy just lead the way.
Sure. Lead the way. Sure.
And I now have deep purple mascara. And matching eyeshadow.
What's up with you? What you think?
I keep walking.
We'll talk about that later.
This is such a good
She's very mysterious.
All right. So you start headed towards, I assume, the coast.
Yeah.
Whereas you know the lily of the valley fields.
I'll write that down this time.
The lily pad, treacherous water.
I feel like you started doing that voice ironically, and I just can't stop.
It's here. This is where we are tonight.
And on your journey there, you have to go through the woods. And as you're going through the woods, you start to hear little like giggles in the peripherals of all of your ears, and all of you hear it. And Ivy starts like swatting around her. And she's like, "What in the world is going on?"
Oh, it's a PP problem.
It's the PB problem. It's the PB problem.
Pixies! And you just hear a loud screech in your ear.
Yes, thank you.
What?
Testing 1, 2. Pixies.
Could I make a survival or arcana check to figure out what the best way to deal with pixies are?
Mm-hmm.
What you want me to do?
You can do Arcana.
I would eat them.
13.
So this isn't really your area of expertise, but you do know that most Fae, if you can outsmart them, become less of a problem.
We're screwed.
That's why I said eat babies. Eat them.
No.
What do you think, cannibalism for you?
Yeah. Are they like cousins of yours?
It's Christmas.
What?
Sometimes you just gotta, treat
You
yourself.
gotta eat your cousin.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta treat yourself.
Yeah, if it's on Christmas, it's forgiven.
I think I have the night shift.
What's your idea?
So this is kind of like over the table talk. My idea is we tell these pixies that our friends got stuck in their little daytime bullshit shenanigans. They made all this food that's going to go to waste, and now we don't know what to do with it. Just talk a whole conversation, make them think that they are eavesdropping on us, and are able to steal all sorts of food, and they go right into that little hole they made.
It's an excellent idea.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Okay, yeah, I'm on board. You can try that. Yeah, that's Let's talk shit.
I'm gonna need a group performance check.
Oh boy.
No.
And to aid that, I'm going to make a soup smell with my food in the direction that it's at.
Okay. Soup smell.
Soup smell. Soup smell.
Oh, and what performance? Performance is a thing. Performance is a thing. It's not. There.
Food pantry that we could donate it to if only there were some hungry fey-like creatures.
Like how you're one of the people who rolled an 18.
Look. Sunny.
It's like there's enough food to like maybe feed like an army of pixies.
So much food.
Or maybe elephants.
So much food.
Or maybe even an army of, like, slightly larger thing.
Well, I know it was enough to feed at least me and my family for a good couple of years. We harvested for forever.
And the rest of my village, which has a large population.
And I heard if you eat fairy food, you get even stronger and smarter and more beautiful.
I'm going to be in so much trouble when we get back home.
So much.
So as you guys start saying this, you start hearing less giggling and more whispering in your ears. And the whispering starts to get quieter.
Every Tuesday.
And Ivy stops swatting. Ivy stops swatting and looks around. And you see her eyes light up for a second. Just keep glancing. I think you've done it.
Good job, Ringo.
And with that,
What the fuck did you just say to me, man?
you
Great job, Ringo.
Ringo stop.
You're gonna put it right up on the fridge, Ringo.
feel warm all over your body like you've done something good today. That is the retired elder of your village. When you hear his voice, Notris, say, "Excellent, convincing. You've made everyone cry."
You're such a talented
Right.
liar.
I'm gonna brush my pink hair out of my face. No one's ever told me they were proud of me.
No one did.
Except for maybe Atifa, but she's not here anymore.
Oh,
All
please
right.
don't ask me.
We all have imaginary friends. It's all right.
That's my sister.
Oh, here we go.
Whatever you say.
I'm just waiting for like the description to be like from the My Immortal fanfic.
So you make it to the Lily of the Valley fields with beautiful white flowers that are now starting to decay. And you see the waters that he was talking about, which is these pools that fill up. And you remember that as a child, you weren't allowed to go in this area after a certain time. Usually it was pretty early in the day because these caves would start to fill up and these pools would start to, in an arcane nature, be dangerous. It seems like it is just now starting to fill up.
We're in a time crunch, which we've been all day, but even more so now. So, the poem said, "From lilies and life I shade my eyes, let falling snow be my disguise." One of these caves holds what we're looking for, which is one of the snowdrop things,
Yes,
I would assume.
I do. I wonder. Okay, so perhaps a cave that can't be seen by the lily field?
Okay,
I'm a little confused about the snow being the sky.
guys, yeah. Maybe we can look for something, one of them that's like concealed by a snowdrift or something? I don't know.
Or maybe there's something that will be there that we need to like hide ourselves in snow.
Maybe, yeah. That's more terrifying than what I said.
I would like to look for, because I still have speak with animals, I would like to look for some sort of local wildlife. Maybe ask a native what the area is like, see if we can find something that we're looking for.
So you see a jackrabbit. Very fluffy.
For bad luck.
It jumps up in path and sees the water, starts to turn around.
Oh, wait! Hi, yes, me, over here. Hello, Mr. Jackrabbit, or Miss, or something else.
And its nose starts to do the little bunny thing, and it hops forward.
Hi, I was just wondering what you could tell us about this area. We're looking for a really specific cave. I don't know if maybe this poem means anything to you, but, from lilies and life I shade my eyes, let falling snow be my disguise.
Lilies.
Excellent. It's thinking.
Snow? And points to the falling snow. Points to the water. Cold. Dangerous.
Are there any particular caves here that only fill up when it snows?
He just looks drifts off.
Lost it, Ringo.
Give him a minute. Oh, come on.
You go.
Okay. Thank you. And far run fast.
What?
Fast. And it turns around and that's why.
Predators make this place their home.
Does every animal have a catchphrase like that?
No,
No.
sometimes it's cowabunga.
That's just
It's
turtles.
usually turtles.
Got to it first. Can you beat me at a TMNT joke? Well, can I try to find one that's like a Gunny character? Either. So are these caves like cave mouths like horizontally or
They seem to be on the side of the mountain.
okay?
And you do see, like I said, that they're starting to fill up. But there are some that are like really big and some that are small. But they kind of all line this small area of the base of the mountain.
Is there one that's like, or an area that's just like covered in like a snowbank or anything like that?
Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah. 18.
So they're all covered pretty much the same amount in snow, and the snow is pretty heavy now. Like I said, it's that packing snow. But you do see out the mouth of one of the farthest caves something white in the front, but it's not snow. But it's something white that just kind of dots the front of the mouth cave.
Right. What we're dealing with here, I have no idea. But it's not snow. So we have to proceed with caution.
Okay.
Who among us?
I'll go first.
Okay. Hold on. Not
Let him finish his question.
wants to go first. No, who's the sneakiest?
Oh, actually, yeah, that might be
I'm
you.
wearing heavy armor, so I'm allowed a lady.
Oh, no. Okay. I need you to go investigate what that white stuff is.
Alright, send in the ferret, do some sneaking.
Don't do that again.
Are you doing a stealth check?
Low key, hella cringe.
It's pretty busted. No
Yes,
cap.
I'll do
For
a
real.
stealth check.
Go ahead.
+9, 14, +9.
Excellent. Great. You are quiet, like a pedal on the wind.
Leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar.
And you get to this far, far cave, and the cold from the water that's pouring in really hurts. You're used to cold, but this is intense cold.
Can I like, yeah, just to help out a little bit?
Yep.
Okay.
And as you get up to the front of this cave, what is appeared to just be like white dots is actually flowers.
Okay. Don't know if you guys can hear me, but
About flowers!
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to find.
Immediately after.
Yeah!
Great.
Glorious!
Is it safe?
It's cold!
That's not an answer to my question.
It's like really, really bad cold. So, like, not dangerous, but cover up.
All right.
Go on. Cover up.
I take my backpack off. And start.
and I stick my legs into it and pull it up like suspenders.
And I put it on the ground and open up the hatch, like the flap, and I step inside with my hose. I don't do that, but I do pull my bag over myself, like a curtain. Do a little quick change. Now I'm in fancy clothing.
Nice.
Walking around naked for the elements.
You just chose to be naked.
Still people are naked.
All people just want to be naked.
I'm not old. Look old. With an accident. All right, let's wander over there. But be careful. Don't get too close to the water.
And Ivy pulls her coat together and like ties a fur, and she also pulls the collar up over her ears, and she starts to follow all of you to this cave mouth. And I am going to need dexterity saving throws as you try to avoid the pools outside of these caves.
I can fly.
You can. That's why you're okay.
Suck it.
15.
13.
Dirty 20.
Everybody passes, including your Ivy here, who got a 2 on the deck. But she passes, and you guys make it with Ivy about to slip, and you guys got an 18?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You catch her,
Okay.
and you're like, okay. And Ivy's like, wow, okay.
That's too much responsibility.
I want to be a popsicle today. I guess maybe the wine wasn't the best idea. And she looks past you guys at the flowers on the outside of her cave. Those are not snowdrops.
They're not snowdrops.
I didn't say there were snowdrops. I said they were flowers. That's why I brought you guys over here to verify if they were snowdrops.
Oh. Right.
What?
It's okay. You don't have your hearing aid in.
Hey, I have a question. What exactly is a snowdrop?
Oh,
Because this whole time I've been wondering why we don't just grab the snow out of the air.
No, it's not. That's not. Who are you? We have this every year.
Yeah, but I haven't done this before.
yes, you are correct, Rory. It's never been your job. It's always been ours up until now. The snowdrops are a flower that only bloom in the winter. And specifically in our village, they start to bloom on the solstice. And so the first bunch of blooming snowdrops must be harvested to be used as kindling for the Yule log ritual.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
It's exactly what I said.
We have a problem though. These are not snowdrops.
What are they?
They are snowflakes, which
God, shut the fuck up.
so what is those are both flowers and they are lookalike flowers.
You know what? This is your expertise, right? You're the nature thing?
I mean, I guess.
The nature thing.
I'm definitely more of an animal nature person than like a plant nature person, but like I can try.
Go ahead.
You're the one with the go ahead.
Actually, they
I'm
have
more of a
a
go
goat
ass,
forehead.
but yeah.
I got horns.
That's only pretty.
You don't want to get the horns. Better watch out.
Anyway, can I do like a nature check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool, I get a +0 to that. 3.
Alright.
That's why I didn't do it.
My
You're like, snowflake, snowdrop, this all totally sounds like weather.
Like, again, I'm not that kind of druid.
I get my backpack and I take out a book. And it's Flowers for Idiots 101. I'm going to use a nature check to find out what a snowdrop looks like.
Okay.
Because I get a +5 for some reason.
It almost sounds like you should have done it in the first place.
It's a 24.
See? Told you.
Okay.
Your job,
So you're breezing through this book because you read super fast. You've been studying for so long. So you breeze through it and you're like, oh, they do look very similar. Snowdrops are just longer in the petal.
It's okay to make this mistake. It's a rookie mistake.
You're right, I must not have been wearing my bifocals.
I have trifocals.
I have polyfocals. It's all over the place, but I see everything.
Yeah, except for snowdrops.
So, I guess.
I hate this game.
Wait, these are called snowflakes?
Yes.
Let falling snow be my disguise.
Snowflakes.
Snowflakes.
So maybe
falling
they're just
snow.
further in the cave?
Maybe they're in the cave.
Good job, buddy.
I was getting there. From Lily in Life, I shade my eyes. So maybe because that's in the cave, right?
Yes.
Maybe they're in the cave.
Well, if someone's going to need to go in the cave, it should probably be something that can handle the cold. So do you guys want me to, like, change into an animal and, like, go in there?
Holder.
I was thinking polar bear.
Holder.
Polar bear.
Holder.
Polar bear.
The Stephen Colbert Show.
Isn't a pole bear what carries the casket out of you?
We'll need one of those by the end of the night for sure.
There are many of those.
Considering how the game has gone so far, we'll probably need like 4 or 5.
Wild-shaped polar bear.
Yes.
Excellent. So you become a polar bear, and this cold, it doesn't even feel cold to you. This feels comfortable.
I'm going to go in my cave.
Alright. You walk
Just
on
fall asleep for
in.
the winter.
It is a little wet. You do kind of just like avoid trying to, you don't want to get wet, but
Yeah, no.
it's not going to hurt you, but
It's still not nice. It's a sensory nightmare on my fur.
yeah.
Yeah,
And as you go in, your eyes start to like adjust. And you see the beautiful icicles on the inside of this cave. It's absolutely gorgeous in here. The way that the small amount of light is bouncing in here. It looks like a rainbow coming from a CD disc. It's beautiful. And then in the back of the cave, past a pool of water, you can see, just barely, white petals. Because it's pretty dark back there, but...
Are they longer than the ones out front?
Mhm.
I'm going to as gently as I can with my bare muzzle.
Are you going to swim through the pool to get to them?
I'm going to have to try.
Alright. So you climb on into the water, and instantly you feel something touching your limbs. Like repeatedly, like this.
I'm getting out. I'm getting out. I'm getting out. No.
So you quickly retreat. And you start to see barely, your eyes are slowly, little air bubbles popping up from the little pool of water.
Oh, air bubbles. I'm going to dip one paw in. How's the temperature?
It's freezing.
Oh, okay. It's definitely not. It's not a heated spring.
And as you dip one paw in, you start to feel that touch again.
I'm going to walk out. Just plop.
No flowers?
What happened?
Okay, I'll go.
I'll go too.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're all go.
I actually will put you like in like a little like furry part of Tinky my thing to keep you warm.
And I lead them into the cave. And I come to my little pool of water. I just sit.
You don't know how to swim?
I cast water walk and I just walk across.
Oh my god.
That's what it's like furious.
I have a solution for this.
I was wondering because you were literally like some sorcery shit, like
All
pages
right.
upon pages.
So you walk across, and your eyes don't adjust as quick as the polar bear.
Yeah.
So it's like you can barely see these white flowers, barely,
Yeah.
and you're walking across the water. And you can slightly see the air bubbles too. So you're like, I don't know what's going on with this water, but okay. You walk across, and there's the flowers.
I gently pick them.
You pick them, and you come back across, and Ivy is waiting to receive the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And to her, she wraps them in a very beautiful purple satin cloth, and she puts them inside of her furs. Excellent job. Looks like the first of our components has been collected. Let's return to the village. And you all managed to return back to the Avite village.
It's still a polar bear.
Oh yeah. With polar bear in tow.
Who wants to ride me?
I'm teeny tiny and I won't weigh much.
And you see Rasper waving you guys down as you come in. You walk up and you honk at him. And Rasper looks at you. Rory?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say like that. They should already know. Like it's literally fan waving to you and side eyeing. You know that's Rory.
Okay.
What's up with the polar bear?
I think it is time to harvest the log. The feast will be starting soon, so the children are all being prepared for their feast. So let's get to work on harvesting the log. I need all of you to stand at each of the cardinal directions on the outside of this tree while I harvest the log. It'll be the lowest branch. Just please don't make any distracting noises. And you hear from behind him, Carol, yeah, don't distract the guy. And then he pops back behind the tree.
I don't claim him.
And he flies up to the lowest branch. Do you guys all get in formation? All right, you all hop into formation. Geralt seems to be like supervising from out around the ledge of the tree, and he gets to work on carving this tree. And you notice as he is using a very tiny saw because he's a very small. It is sparking as he is sawing at this tree. And he seems to be having a very difficult time. Do you want me to do you say that? Yes. And Rasper says, I said no distracting noises. And he keeps going. He's still a polar bear.
Can I cast haste on him?
Go for it.
Nice.
So you
Well,
can
if he's not going to put more manpower into it, I can at least speed up the process.
So you cast haste. As you do, you feel warm, like you have done something good. It's good, you did something good.
Stop reading over my shoulder, you freak.
I helped an old stubborn man by gaslighting everything else in the universe.
Just slow down.
And he does manage to get the log, and it drops into a little snow bed. And he, feeling the effects of stopping moving, falls into the snow next to the Yule log.
You did great.
And he's like, I didn't ask for help.
No, but sometimes we just need to accept it.
That hurt.
Let's run a schedule. You're slow.
And as you say we're on a schedule, it kind of clicks in his mind that is your job. And you actually see like a knowing nod of, good job.
Nice. Approval by my elders. Right, fair.
Hell yeah, polar bear. Hell yeah.
And with that, you have 2 of the 3 components needed for the ritual tonight.
Nice.
Now we just need a reindeer for.
We gotta go deal with it.
You know what to do.
And with that, Bran comes toddling over.
Razor brain. Razor brain.
And he's like, so, guess I'm in charge of the reindeer fur, guys.
Just falls asleep right in front of us. We're like, okay.
So what you guys are going on?
Ivy was telling me that you guys saw some reindeer earlier. I know we haven't been able to really see them a lot lately. I don't know what's been going on.
You got PP problem?
I'm sorry. What?
The triple P's.
Pixies.
A pixie pocket problem.
Pixie.
Wait. Pocket pixie problem?
Pocket pixie
A
problem.
pixie pocket?
Don't say pixie pocket anymore. Trying out loud, dude.
And Bran is like
It's dead.
actually trying to follow all of this and is so confused. Bran's like, am I having an episode? Oh no.
Polar bear in the corner, like.
Okay, so from my understanding, there's a pocket and the pixies and
We
the
dealt with the pocket.
Yeah, the pocket is done. We think we sort of semi-distracted the pixies,
The pixies were
but they're nipping at
fighting unicorn, or not unicorn, reindeer butts. Fighting reindeer butts. Stealing their food. Being a menace.
that does sound like pixies.
Worst time to drink some root beer.
You probably shouldn't drink when I'm talking. It's probably a rule of thumb.
Well, like, you randomly come into conversation. I don't know to figure out what it.
Keep you on your toes. We know.
And so he looks towards you, Avery.
Okay, sorry. Just me.
a nice little moment.
And he says, okay, so we think the problem is dealt with. I believe it is time for us to get some reindeer fur. I'm sure we could probably find more. Where did you?
I point out to like the snowfields.
Okay, so we should head there.
Yes.
And he allows you to take the charge as his apprentice.
I'm gonna walk up and like lower myself. Do you want to ride?
Hell yeah.
Alrighty. So, Polar Bear with Avery on top leading the way.
Just a quick question. I'm not trying to be like that guy by any means. This is totally meta, not actually happening. But couldn't they just turn into a reindeer and have a shave their ass real quick?
Try. It's not how the laws of magic work.
But they could turn into a reindeer.
Sure.
And I have a dagger. So as long as you're fine with like a small bald spot on your left cheek, we have reindeer fur.
Let me translate.
This would be easier if you weren't a bear.
So what happens is when I'm a violet shape, and then I lose something, like I'm shaving my hair, it transforms back into what I originally am, which really no one knows.
Okay, yeah, no, we don't want to give
I got
anybody a festive pile of ritualistic views.
You're right there. You're right.
I just want them to just like slowly be like,
And that's how my character died. He's mauled by a polar bear that was actually my friend.
Rory got a little too into character that day.
So what do we do?
Best
And I still have Speak with Animals active, so.
Yeah, I say we go back to where the deer were first found, and I mean, if they're not there, we could at least track them down, but it might be smarter if you weren't looking like a predator.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
If we find the reindeer and you're with us, they're gonna think, oh, that's gonna eat me, bro, and we won't get a conversation in.
I don't know what.
I think that meant they're cool with them or something. I don't know. I'm following hand gestures and body language more than anything. And that seemed like a very Rory way of being like, they're buds.
They're homies.
I got it? Okay, cool. Yeah.
But you were homies with them when you were a bear. You're homies with them when you were a deer. They don't know you can change shape, but
That's true. Huh. What?
Not yet they do.
See, we know our baby. We know our baby.
It should not be working as well as it is.
Yeah, Rory is a vibe. Alright, let's head back. Or get to the little, you said it was like the snow fields?
Yes.
Okay.
And as we're going, I am just speaking out loud. Be not afraid. Fear not. I come in peace. I am your friend. I was a reindeer.
That weird standing up one.
You told me about your pixie problem.
Roll me a perception check.
Perception?
I
I was once a reindeer, but I was reincarnated as your guardian and god.
12.
Okay, nice. So,
When Catch calls your roll nice, it's actually average.
After you had a really bad
you
sleep,
are
it's nice.
bellowing this out, but you hear the snow is starting to dampen sound at this point. And you don't see any reindeer in the field, and you're not sure you're even actually reaching any.
Oh. What do you think, Bear?
So
Bear pulled out their cellular device. Translates.
I want to start sniffing.
Okay.
I have keen smell. So I get advantage on perception checks that rely on smell. Please roll. One of those is a 17, so 22.
You don't smell reindeer, but you smell somebody familiar.
What you got, Bear? Which
I want to
one?
smell this. I want to follow the scent.
All right. Rory takes off. Maybe after reindeer.
Yeah, with Avery on my back.
So there they go. Henry! Flying after Henry.
And you're
It's like that scene in the Golden Compass.
moving from the field towards the forest again. And you see your sister. The sun is right at the spot it would be for the feast should be beginning. She does not look like she is headed towards the village. She looks like she's headed deeper into the wood.
Well, this is more important to me now. So sorry, guys. Reindeer, ADHD.
And she looks like, oh. She looks confused for a second, then she goes,
Sorry? Just imagine the childhood is just like random animal running towards her at random points.
yeah.
and she sort of opens her arms.
Your touch.
And
Sorry,
Avery
Avery.
just
Like when you stand up, it's in snow.
Yep. And then Eva gives you a hug.
Yeah.
I pick her up, play with my bare arms, just.
She laughs and she like bats at you to like put her down. And she goes, "What are you doing out here? Aren't you supposed to be there for the feast?"
Ah.
Oh, all of the components you still haven't. It's. What are we waiting on?
Mm.
Are they not in the fields? Okay. And then she turns to Bran and is like, any idea where you might find the reindeer? And she bows her head sort of in deference, but you also know that this is sort of her being cheeky. Because you don't really bow to an elder. They're sort of considered like the patriarch or matriarch of the family. And Bran looks at her quizzically and then looks at you. Rory, who is this? This is you?
Shit back. It's my sister, bro. Finally
He looks-
gave up on being a bear.
And he looks at her for a long time and accepts it at face value, but seems to be skeptical. And Ativa just goes, oh, this guy, how old is he now? I thought he was like our dad's age.
He is at least 480.
This is crazy. Why do they let the elders do this long? And and Ativa looks over to Bran and is like, well, if you don't know where they are, I suppose I could try and help. One moment. And she wild shapes into a giant eagle, flies up, and you lose her in the snow because it's pretty heavy. And
I know she's there. I don't need to see her to believe.
And then she comes back down. She goes, it looks like they're at the base of the mountain. Is there a reason that they would be there?
We
were just there.
We went there earlier to get the snowdrops.
Is there any they would want to eat?
There's no flakes, but that's in the
Snowflakes.
That doesn't seem like it would be.
Unless. In a minute.
Wait,
The pixies.
now, didn't you cast a spell to make it smell like soup?
Oh, it's food magic. I can smell like soup.
Are they in the middle of the field over there by the cave looking for imaginary soup? Bro!
Okay. Tiva just imaginary soup. I'm confused.
Sorry,
We were trying to trick pixies.
Pixies.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a pixie problem. Pocket pixies. You get it.
I don't. Pixies in Avite?
They did some time shenanigans, messed with the fairies of that place.
The Wizards of Waverly Place?
And I thought that maybe we had tricked them with the idea of going to get all this food that was already prepared in this liminal space. And now I'm kind of afraid that they may have taken a reindeer.
Kind of that of a
And
reindeer
she
just
giggles.
found the wrong soup.
And she's like, Rory, you realize the sun is setting. Time is ticking.
And we're moving the best that we can. Let's go, chop chop.
And she again wild shapes into a giant eagle, and then she immediately shapes. She immediately shapes instead into a winter owl. Blends in with the snow, almost loser. And she starts to like guide you guys through the forest over to the base of the mountain. She's very fast. You're fast. You can shapeshift to be fast. Not so fast.
Puppies.
Same thing with old fart, not old fart.
Yeah. So Bran is also struggling to keep up. And you notice that Bran intentionally takes a spot behind you guys in the back. If you'd like to do an insight check, you can.
Not 20.
No.
You
13.
$27.
Damn.
There's one thing I can tell. It's when someone is bullshitting me.
Yeah.
Also 28.
Okay.
They're 13.
Y'all did excellent. So you know exactly what the hell this old fucker is thinking. You're not paying attention to him. You're trying to keep up.
Yep.
And you're zooming. Yeah. So you're basically next to Ativa, basically. Bran does not trust Ativa. He very much is at a vantage point in the lineup that he can keep his eye on her. And he's watching her like a hawk, more attentive than you've seen him all day.
System happy up to some shenanigans. Every Tuesday.
And since I see this, I'm going to cast Locate Creature for Reindeer.
Okay.
See if they're actually in the direction that she's saying that they are. Nope, they are not. Cool. So, I want to be sneaky about this.
I was gonna say we just hear like the loudest goth like screech of your boots.
And then I will ask where's the message?
Wait, why didn't you do this from the start?
I was trying to, but then people were talking and I got anxious.
Okay, that's fair.
That's why I was rifling.
I wanted to, but I got nervous.
And I was like, okay, Riley, time for me.
Is it okay if I like stand up?
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't want to like move off of camera.
Yeah, they won't be able to see you, but they can hear you. Who cares? They're fine. You guys are fine. You're
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry, my legs hurt.
You're fine.
See, find message real quick. Where are you?
You don't have the privilege of my feet touching the floor, so.
You could move the chair and probably stand and be in, because you're short, be in frame.
If it makes you feel any better, my feet aren't touching the floor either.
Yeah, none of these chairs.
I was gonna say, does that actually work?
If you move over slightly in front of your mic, yeah. If you stand, you are in frame. Good.
No, maybe. I might. Actually, I might.
I know I saw it in this freaking encyclopedia of freaking spells. I know I have it.
What spell are you looking for?
Message.
Message, I believe, is a cantrip.
Yes.
Yes, it should be up at the tippy top.
That's not in my cantrips. I saw it somewhere, unless if I'm just having
Do you
a
have message or do you have sending?
Oh, the sending. That's what it was.
Right, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
a cantrip. Sending is a level
And make
1.
Oh, no,
me
wait.
now that I'm looking for
I don't
an S
know.
instead of an
I
M.
barely play this game.
Stand you.
It's D&D. Okay.
I thought we were playing Pathfinder.
Alright, and I cast sending. So it's only one person can cast sending. Great. Okay. I'm gonna cast sending to you.
I just got back. What are we doing?
So, we were following their sister to the deer when we're at the base of the mountain. And I got a nat 20 on an insight check for Razor Brain over here. He does not believe in her whatsoever. That's where we're going. So I cast search for creature. I can't remember the spell right now.
Locate creature.
Yeah, locate creature. There's no deer in that area.
Okay.
So I'm trying to let people know that, hey, she's leading us the wrong way. And you're usually pretty loud.
That's true.
So I'm sending it to you first.
Okay.
Because I don't want to deplete all of my spells.
Right. So she's just leading us?
I don't know where she's leading us though.
Probably into Ultra. Yeah, time to take it.
Time to take it. All right. In that case, I am not going to yell, but I am going to look up a spell.
I am going to send a group text.
I am going to pull up my cellular device, but I don't know how to work it because I'm old. I just sent you all a gift that says, "Good morning, God bless."
He sends out like those like email Christmas cards with like the dancing elves with the pictures on it.
Oh, I forgot to do this.
Oh,
I'll pass that this way.
Yes. That was as you did the locate creature.
okay.
It's not like super secret. It's okay.
Oh, I didn't know what I was allowed to do. Just trying to be a good boy.
Jonah's just weird about other people reading his stuff.
Aw, that's very gay. I love it.
And Maruvian is the elder for Bagsy. The retired elder for Bagsy.
Oh, so they do the tot rasper.
Yes.
No. Sorry, I'm looking through spells.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always titled something really nice, and it's like, aw, and then you read it and you're like, whoa.
That's pretty good. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on your sister.
Okay.
Are we going deeper or are we just getting surface level? What are we doing?
Oh, boy. Exactly. We are.
Is it warm enough in here for you guys? Because that heat's blowing on me. I'm sorry.
You can turn it off. There's another heater over here.
Oh no.
It just blows up.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
It's like my upper body's like sweating, but my feet freezing.
So I'm going to get surface level thoughts.
Okay.
And see what I get from that. And then after that, I'll decide if I want to go deeper.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing you hear is, we have to move faster. This elder needs to move his ass. This is taking far too long. We need to get there now.
I agree, but at what cost? I'm going to push deeper. Wisdom saving throw.
I don't like how deep you're going into my sister, man.
No. I got 17.
Alright, with a 19 on the die.
I'm going to use Chronal Shift to make her re-roll. Yeah, that's my last one for the long rest.
That's an 11, which would leave her at a 16.
Nice. Mine's 17.
17? Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Tell
So,
me your thoughts.
so you push deeper, and you start to hear, like, thoughts of worry, panic, but also sort of like this, haha, I tricked them. I knew it would be this easy. I knew I could get my sibling to follow me. This was the easiest way to make them fail.
Family betrayal. The second word's kind of betrayal.
Wait, what's the first?
What you see on a soap opera?
Those are bad.
Yeah, those are really bad.
Those are really bad.
They're really bad.
Soap comes back from the dead. It's awful. Okay, well,
Somebody comes back from the dead, they're in a relationship with your dad and your mom at the same time, and they're actually your secret brother, third removed.
Yeah, a lot of soap operas have weird incest plot lines.
Literally like 95% of them, and it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre.
Writers are from out.
Fun little trivia fact for you guys. Incest in soap operas.
Sorry, internet.
are you there?
No.
Okay, you're just mute.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to turn to you and go, sorry, and cast Toxic Hideous Laughter on her.
On Ativa?
Yeah.
Alrighty, everybody needs to roll initiative.
That's for nat 20.
That's where you get your 20.
That's where I get my nat
That's where
20.
you get your nat 20.
Why? Had a pencil and then I gave it away. Don't want it. It's in his
Give
hand.
it away.
Alrighty.
Sister's evil.
20 to 25.
I have a 24.
21.
I'm finished. I'm spry.
Really weird to hear you say that.
Oh, man. Wait.
15 to 20?
There we go. Yeah, 19.
Okay. So one of you has advantage on initiative. I don't know.
I add my intelligence to initiative.
Well, somebody has advantage. Who is it? There's an armor piece. I want to say it's our cleric who has advantage on initiative, but I could be wrong.
Well, I'm not seeing it.
See,
Oh, I think it's Q, actually. I think you have the quarterstaff of warning.
Yeah, because like I have immunity to critical hits.
I think I have the quarterstaff of warning.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't have a
You're right.
quarterstaff.
It's you. You have advantage. But here, quarterstaff of warning. You have advantage on initiative.
That is what we're trying to find. Is a deer.
Well, I mean, then 19.
Beautiful. Okay, and what did you get?
7. All right, that's it. Let me know.
That's a good cleric number right there. You want to go fast.
Cleric number. Alrighty.
That's a holy number.
So
Jesus.
you
Our
cast
loaded savior.
Tasha's
your teachings?
Fuse Lantern. That's a save, right?
I believe it's a save, yes.
It is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, she gets +5 to these. That's a 10. That's 15.
She laughs.
It looks like a T, but honestly, you don't see the part that's in the
So,
ground.
is that all Tasha's saves?
So she falls incapacitated.
It says Hooper paid some
Target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming
Don't include that in
incapacitated
the
and unable to
necklaces.
stand up for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. The target had advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage.
Okay.
So on success, the spell ends. Sale ends.
Right.
And I'll just say, she's leading us the wrong way. She's wasting time.
And she, as she falls out of the air, because she was an owl,
She's dead.
she turns back into herself and is just giggling on the floor in the snow. And
Is it her giggle?
It is.
Okay, I can recognize, like, this is her
This
laugh.
is Atiba.
Okay.
And Jonah, it's your turn.
Oh, I get to go again. Hot diggity dog. I read her thoughts, and she said it was so easy to trick you. Trust me, bro.
She called you a dumb little pee-pee pants. I heard her say it. She also said, loser.
She called you a double weenie.
Oh, a double weenie. Ain't no way, bro.
You said you would never call me that again.
Atiba's just laughing maniacally on the ground, rolling.
You can call me that again.
You promise.
I promise you would never once call me a double weenie, but here we are. I'm double weenied up in the middle of the woods. No reindeer.
Stay there. Say that, no.
I'm not getting double weenied up. Those are my 2 new things.
I will not do anything else, actually. I will kind of back away from her and just... I'm not going to, ready a spell or anything. I'm just watching to see how this unfolds.
Okay. Next, it is Atiba's turn. She's going to try and
Oh, she got higher than me.
stop laughing. She did. Nope. Still stuck laughing on the ground.
Hilarious.
Next is Rory.
Okay, so I am going to can't wild shape, I used them all being stupid. I am just gonna go ahead and Can I cast Entangle to make like vines and roots sprout up and maybe wrap around her?
You can.
Okay, that requires a strength saving throw.
Well, I think, does she get disadvantage? While
She's incapacitated,
Yes.
so I think she either gets disadvantage or automatically fails strength saving throws, but
I mean, it's the Christmas episode. She could automatically fail.
oh, she's been naughty.
We've been very nice. So.
We did good things. Each of us.
We all got blessings.
I like mine too, actually.
I like mine because it's from my people.
Wonder.
Tested. Can't take actions or reactions. So imagine that would be an auto fail.
On a fail, she is restrained by the plants.
Okay. So it's just incapacitated. That's the only thing that it gives her.
Incapacitated and unable to stand up for duration. That's what it says, yeah.
It says no.
Okay.
So I do get to make a save, but I will tell you her strength cannot break. That's a not one. Yay! So she is restrained. And she is giggling badly. Is that all you have planned?
Let me think. I've got a bonus action. I'm gonna use it to yell at her.
Okay.
So what? You wanted me to fail because you were like jealous of like my success, or like you're mad that like you weren't chosen to be the elder. You know I wanted you to be the elder with me, right? Like is this personal? Is this a family thing? Are you being a bitch?
Oh shit.
And she's just laughing the whole time. Can't stop laughing.
Yeah, that is probably a really bad time to ask that question.
It's probably not wise of you. I'm sorry you're going through this family drama.
Bro, I think this is way more of like a vet situation. Like they're not yelling darts at a board, give them space.
And with that, it is Bagsy's turn.
Oh, Jesus.
Punch her.
I was going to use the stick. So, I mean, if you're already mad at your sister, then I'm going to continue with my previous plan, and I'm going to whack with the stick. The whack cowboy? Shit. Just a nice hefty bonk.
Go ahead.
Okay.
She is restrained and incapacitated.
She can't
Exactly.
do shit
So
about this.
if she's napping, it's less to worry about.
A dirt nap.
19.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I can roll 1d6 plus 1. That's 7. That was a 7 damage block.
Okay.
Big boom.
My blessing.
Thanks more for this.
Alrighty. She takes the bonk, and she seems frustrated. Dude, it doesn't trigger. Damage does trigger a save?
And she has advantage on it now.
Okay. That's an 11 and a now. So even though she's frustrated, you see the frustration pass over her face. She just cannot stop laughing.
That's terrifying.
And it starts to sound like a horse laugh. Like it sounds like she's very hard trying to restrain this laugh. Is that all you plan to do, or will you do monk?
I think you can attack twice.
I can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again.
I feel like it might be biting off more than I can chew, but I'm going to try one more time.
I mean, hey, as long as it's non-lethal damage.
It might be. 14.
That's 9.
Okay. Well, that one was way more of a stop it.
Bitch. And they're
Nothing
still
fucking around already.
She's still just laughing on the ground. And with that, it is Avery's turn. If that's all you're doing. Are you planning to do anything else?
No. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna zone of truth, but she can't really talk. So she's
I mean, I can drop the spell.
Okay.
It's concentration.
Yeah, because she's already restrained.
So I'll just drop it on my turn.
Okay.
When
Yeah, I'll pop up a zone of truth.
Why is our best capture and interrogation on the Christmas month? This is supposed to be a holiday special, and this is the only time we have functioned on a federal government level. Like, we successfully detained somebody, restrained them, and we are actively torturing them right now in the middle of the snow. Ring, ting, 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 bing-a-bong.
Over the course of less than 6 seconds.
Yeah, and it's your family. Ta-da-da, lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
This is literally a sibling relationship. I don't know what to expect from me.
this is an average Christmas.
Yeah, actually, kind of.
So I'm just good with that.
Alright, so you pop it on up.
Second level.
Is that also a wisdom save?
I have no
I think
idea.
everyone in the zone needs to make a save of some sort.
Yeah.
Your mom's a wisdom save.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
What a wisdom save.
Charisma saving throw.
Ooh, fancy. And how big is the zone?
It is a good question. 15-foot radius sphere.
I like how I got this map on the thing, and then came nobody. We're not gonna do it. We ain't got time. But all right,
Oh, you have a map?
Theater of the Moon.
just this.
It's right there.
I see it.
Enjoy the green. All right, so I assume it's gonna be when you drop it on your turn that she will have to make her save.
She would have to make it now,
Okay.
but she just can't tell a lie if she fails.
That is a 21.
Okay.
There's
I don't
one
have
thing they're good at. It's lying.
things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she'll have to make that every turn she's in there. So if we keep her restrained, she's going to fail eventually.
Okay.
And you know whether each creature succeeds or fails in the zone. So you will know when she fails.
Okay.
Right.
I would like to willingly fail.
Okay. So you're gonna tell all the truths.
Oh no.
Their reading session is 10.
With that, it is Britannic's turn.
I'm going to drop Natasha's.
She breathes in deeply as she tries to catch her breath.
And I'm going to go, it's time for family therapy. And that's my turn.
Just pulls out from like his back.
I do another quick change into like a nice Argyle sweater, little glasses, a little comb over, and I'm now a family therapist.
For absolutely no reason at all, your line art is squiggly.
Yeah.
And it's Ativa's turn now. She's going to try and break free of the entanglement. Nope.
She also has to make a charisma save to the zone.
Does have to make a charisma save. That is a natural 20 from
Oh
a
my
girl.
They refuse to be honest about their feelings.
She's like, yeah. So she sees this zone of truth, and she is frustrated. She's fighting against the weeds, and she's like, Rory, let me go.
Hi.
What have I done to hurt you? Why am I on the ground, stuck in weeds?
I don't know. Ask Avery.
You're leading us to no deer. We need deer. So therefore,
You know, and Bran steps in now, and you notice he had stayed out of initiative.
Mm-hmm.
He did not want to participate in this fight. And Bran says, Ativa, I don't remember you being in the path of necromancy.
Oh.
And with that, Ativa snaps her vision to him.
Oh.
And she smiles, and it's a smile you've never seen on her face before. And it is now your turn. You okay?
Yeah, I had a soda burp and it made my mouth burn.
Oh no.
That's really disappointing. Oh. Sis, we've talked about this.
This is an ongoing problem.
Necromancy is a perversion of life that breaks the cycle. It is not a part of it. That is not death. It is undeath. And that is unacceptable. I'm dropping concentration on Entangle. Oh. I'm casting Polymorph on myself into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Tell me how that makes you feel.
Or
I've made a breakthrough.
Alright.
Your feelings are
The
valid.
smile sort of faltered just a little bit in response. And her eyes are just daggers at you the whole time. She doesn't say anything, just daggers. Is that all for your turn?
that's all I can really do besides well, you know what? I'm gonna stand right over her.
Okay.
Just right there. Snoot, go ahead, stand up. Stand up.
I dare you.
Alright, Bagsy, your turn.
She's good. All right. We will. What's her name again?
Ativa.
Ativa. Okay. Just as a precaution, I will be shouting Ativa for every move. Don't ask why. Quarterstaff.
Wait, isn't she on the ground?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's wrong.
Don't you have advantage?
I have advantage with the pro. That's right. Okay, so that was a 4. Natural 20, and I called Ativa.
You did! Look at you!
Natural 20, and I called Ativa. So I'm going to give her a bop on the head, and I'm going to tell her to knock this off right now and make up with your sister.
Very nice. Would you like to share your blessing with the group?
I can change people's minds if I roll a nat 20 on anything. I just have to scream
Yeah.
first. That's what the failsafe was.
We're just like, why is Bagsy yelling?
Yelling is my superpower.
I can't believe that worked. That's that fast.
So you bonk her, and she sort of you see a wave of what the fuck go across her sister's face, and then resigning, and she goes, okay, fine, yes, Rory, I was pissed. I am clearly more adept to be an elder than you. And she looks over at Bran. And the fact that old guys like him are the ones who get to decipher the prophecy from the Imten spirit? Yeah, I'll believe it when I turn 500. I have no idea why we trust these old people to tell us who are the natural leaders of our communities. And with that, we are out of initiative.
She's yelling at a T-Rex.
Very brave.
It's a wild sight.
So I'm gonna take a step forward, dropping Polymorph as I do, to just kind of get into a kneeling position right in front of her. Tiva, we were supposed to be in this together. You were supposed to be an elder with me. And I know that we didn't fully understand why things went the way that they did, but now that I'm older, now that I've heard the M10 tree, I understand this serves a purpose. This keeps people safe. And trying to overwrite this, destroy this ritual, just because you're angry is going to kill hundreds of people. You're using your spite as a weapon. You're just like Grandma.
And it's like anger and pain all in one. And she stands up. She dusts herself off. I will be a leader someday. I don't care if it's here. You can take over this piss-poor tradition of keeping people safe, she says in air quotes. I think they're just a bunch of old folks who like to keep up wise tales to keep you all in the dark. You've seen my postcards. You've seen the things I've learned. You think this is the pinnacle of absolute safety and stability?
No, but it's our home.
A home that immediately marked me as lesser than at birth.
You and I both know that wasn't fair. We both know that wasn't fair. But that doesn't mean it's okay to take it out on innocent people. People that had nothing to do with that. You're treating them the same way that they treated you.
Seems like all's fair in love and war. I'll head out. Good luck.
Before you go, I love you.
I love you too, Rory. And she wild shapes and heads out of the village. And Bran comes up and claps his hand on his shoulder. And says, I always wondered about that one. How it must feel. You've done the right thing.
She just always said she didn't want to turn out like Grandma. Change the topic. Let's find those deer.
He goes, yes, we are. Tight schedule. We must. Away.
And I think my search for creatures still.
Yeah, what's the,
I think it lasts for like an hour.
yeah, how big?
I'm looking.
It's 1,000 feet.
How big?
Can bigger? Will it bigger?
Go through my encyclopedia.
Does it locate animals or plants? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, locate creature.
So locate creature?
Yes.
Having the fucking boom
Yeah, it's within
come
1,000
out of
feet.
nowhere with the audacity to be like, I just
Yeah,
don't
it
know
only
what
just
happened.
says duration 1 hour.
I can only imagine how they feel. You know, I always wondered what it was like
Concentration
to
up to
be
1
the
hour.
outcasted one. I want to smack them so hard.
It doesn't give me
You see why Avery fucking hates Bran.
They will literally never wake up again.
Yeah, so it's within 1,000 feet.
Okay.
When we get within 1,000 feet of it, we can
So-
kind of hang on it.
So, you guys start to move closer in to where back to the snowfields, because you're like, obviously she was leading us in the wrong direction. And the ping you get is actually close to the Avite village, the center where everybody is beginning the feast now, presumably.
Cool. Okay, let's hurry. Fast.
Here.
Alrighty. So you guys run as fast as you can,
Run.
and right around the outskirts, you can see deer sort of sniffing the air. Soup. And they seem attracted to the smell, but scared of the noise. Hey, buddies, pals, how you doing? And they start to run away. Hey, no, it was me, your dear bud. And the one you talk to, like, stands there and, like, jumps on its hind hooves and tries to mimic the motion you did.
And I'm gonna get on all fours and mimic the stance he was in earlier to show that, like, I know how to stand like a deer. I was a deer. You gotta believe me.
Performance check.
Make sure to straighten out your front legs. Keep the back ones bent at a bow.
It literally slid on the 18 and rolled over to it too. So that's a 3.
And it moves closer to you, sniffs you, and then backs away very quickly.
You know, that's fair. Can we just get like a little bit of your fur? Like, that's it. Just a teeny bit of fur, and then we'll be out of your hair for like a year.
And it does the very, like, cat thing of, like, don't touch me.
You know what? We're on a time schedule. We're going to use chrono shift. No, not chrono shift. Momentary stasis on this reindeer. Make a Constitution saving throw for this deer. DC 17.
2, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's encased in a magical energy until the end of my next turn. So we have 6 seconds to get the fur off this deer. Just sniff.
Can I get calming emotion on this?
No time. No time.
Yeah, just snip. Thank you. Sorry, buddy.
And as it comes out of the stasis, it runs. It hightails it out.
Thank you for your service.
And Bran is holding a similar purple satin scarf.
I know.
And he folds it over. And he's like, wow, that was really difficult. I remember it being much easier when it was my turn.
Thanks, Brad.
Hey, I have a question. Do you have a sister?
You have an evil sister?
Do you have an evil sister?
I mean,
Suck my ass.
You say those words, but
he kind of, like, recoils at your words, like, gee. And then he starts
had a day.
he starts heading towards the Imton tree, and you see the sunset, you see everybody feasting, and you see bonfires all over the village, people being merry, and you hear in the old people voice from the Imton tree, welcome back. It is time to begin the ritual. The sun will set very soon. And you see where Ivy and Geralt and the other ones
The other ones say, don't care about it anymore.
Yep. Ivy and Geralt were literally the only two
Ivy,
cool
Geralt,
ones.
Bran, and Rasper.
We kind of got the short end of the stick when it came to elders. Yeah. Especially me.
Mine was cool.
They're all gathered around the base of Bran is walking up to the base, but everybody else is gathered around the base, and they've dug out a little bonfire space, and the Yule log is on the center. So is the flower. It is placed on top of the Yule log, and then as he walks up, he sprinkles the fur over the top. It's gonna smell like shit. Sprinkles the fur over the top, and they all sit at the base of the tree, facing out towards the village and facing you guys. And they all start chanting. And this is a chant you've heard many times because they've been doing it over the years, but this time you actually understand the words, all of you. And the words are each of them giving their blessing to the village for the following spring, giving their thanks for the harvest, and praying for warmth through the winter. And it becomes clear that this is more of like a song than a chant, just in the way that they're saying it. And Ivy shoots a glance at you, and then Rasper shoots a glance at you, and all of your elders look directly at you, and they all lower their heads handing over the ritual to you all.
Okay.
You gotta follow our hearts.
Yeah, no, I'm just winging it. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna stand up, and I'm going to go based off of what I remember Ivy doing for the last however many years I remember. And I'm gonna try to copy her.
Okay.
At least that's how I'm starting.
Okay.
So, do you want that to be a performance?
Yes.
Okay. However,
Yeah.
I've had a day,
Uh-huh.
and that day has also involved fixing some problems that have put me in a good mood, made me feel a little more confident about myself. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my blessing of Notris. I gain all the confidence of the eldest elder and may choose to have advantage for the next 5 rolls. Once you announce that you are using this blessing, the next 5 rolls you make will be at advantage.
That's sick.
No performance? 11.
So at first it's kind of shaky, but you are leading the charge. It's normal to be anxious when you're leading the charge. So you get up there and you remember that usually by this time you're waiting for the sun to be totally gone before you start the fire. So your job is to engage the crowd and make them understand that they are safe here. And this is the beginning of the safety ritual for the rebirth cycle.
I see. Is everybody ready tonight? Can I get a rock on?
What are you doing?
Oh, yeah! Yeah! Oh, yeah!
And you just hear the can.
Yeah!
Don't say that. Don't say that.
And some of the parents are just like,
Just ready to burn some Yule!
and though Ivy does not look up from the bowed head, you can see a smile just wide on her face.
The sun! It sets! Begin the countdown! You, little Timmy, you start! 10! 9! 8!
And with that, what is Britannic doing?
I'm just like, wait. This is not how this is supposed to go. But we're the leaders now, right? So, I'm going to use my blessing. You may choose any moment approved by the DM to narrate 2 paths/choices your character might make. Hear the outcome via the DM's response and choose which one remains in the story. So my first one is to, try to go back and just try to recall the words. But my second one, which I think would be more my character, would be to literally pull out the lyrics of this song from my backpack in quadruplet so we all have them prepared.
All right. So with the first one, if you think back, you remember that your elder, Geralt, has spent most of these bonfires being the one lighting the fire.
Mm-hmm.
He is the one who has been watching the time, watching the sunset, starting things. That doesn't necessarily have to be your role. It just has to be one of you.
Right.
But that's what you recall. And you recall that it is important that the timing is correct on that. If you go the other route and you get involved with the crowd, you are still able to light the fire when necessary. However, you get to feel that camaraderie that you almost never get to feel as a person of your own generation. And you get to be involved with your friends before taking on the mantle of being the journey elder for your village.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And I think what I'm going to do is be like, you know what? Screw it. And I, like, all right, Bear. Rory. Sorry. You've been so many things today. I'm with you. And I start, like, chanting. But when... Is the Yule log somewhere, like, far away from us?
No, it's all right here in this bonfire area.
Okay. I would like to... see if I can do this. Can I somehow
Cast fireball.
cast in succession the resilient sphere and fireball so it contains the fireball? Because fireball is the only fire spell I have chromatic orb, I think.
I have
Fairy fire doesn't actually set stuff on fire.
I've got Sacred Flame, but I don't know if that actually goes Sacred Fire. Pour flame in it.
Flame Sacred Flame is radiant damage.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can do what you want if you want to give me an arcana.
JK, no thing, we die.
You think we died?
No, I can do I can do chromatic orb because it's only a 4-inch diameter sphere.
I mean, I have
So we'll do that to keep everything safe.
You have what flame?
continual flame. I don't know what that is.
But it's about time. It's about the timing of things.
Yeah.
Continuous flame will be good to cast on the Yule log after he sets the
Okay, it starts to go out. Yeah. So I'm going to start chanting with Rory. Yeah. 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 Then, like, right when it's time, I'm going to look at, like, the sun go down. I'm going to look at Geralt of, like, for, like, a nod of approval, and then I'm going to chromatic orb the Yule log with fire, obviously.
And as you do that, cheers erupt from the crowd. What is Bagsy doing? And Geralt does give you that nod.
Crucial.
That's nice.
That's nice. I don't know. Everything's lit. They've got the crowd going. The only thing I'm good at is serving drinks and food, so I'll serve drinks and food! Okay!
My job. My life goal. That's the only thing I'm good at. I'll do that.
You start to feel the warmth of everybody being here tonight. You're so happy that you were able to change Latifa's mind, and instead of it ending in a bloodbath, you were able to maintain a family relationship, even if strained. This was more of a success than you thought it might be for you, and there's no way that Rasper will be able to downplay your contribution.
Suck that, bro.
And you
Christmas to me.
And you start to hand out food and drink, and everybody is having a massively good time. Right?
I would like to leave a little treat bowl for the one random deer that we just straight up non-con some fur off of. I feel so bad for the dude frozen like,
Yeah, not my best moment as a druid, I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? It was my best moment as a wizard, so
just like a small
I'll do it again. And I can do it 4 more times today.
See, stuff like this is why people always talk about the moral quandaries of wizardry.
What is Three doing?
I think since she sees like the crowd getting hyped up, it's like need some music. Somebody has to make make some music.
And do you play a melody similar to how they're singing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, with like electric guitar riffs in the background.
So I'm much more...
The new generation of elders
The
is...
Trans-Siberian Orchestra up here.
So it starts playing very loudly over the crowd, and you see people start dancing. They start very much enjoying themselves, and even though it's starting to get very dark, there's only bonfire, and you can just see and feel the palpable joy on these people, and you know you have finally crossed this threshold that now it's your choices to make. It's your lead to take, and now you get to do things your way. And it's no longer somebody telling you how to read what to read, who to be, what to study, what kind of magic you're allowed to do. You've made it. You just have to make it through the night and keep this fire going.
I cast continual flame.
The next 8 hours. No more secretary.
Oh,
Paperwork be gone!
yeah.
Take my breathing breath.
And with that,
Raise brand.
we will finish this with. I know this is crazy. We will finish this with some. We're going to give it to you. A final D20 roll.
Oh boy.
I got you. I believe in you.
And I will say. What's your blessing say again?
Blessing.
Piece of paper.
Oh, you may temporarily take on the ability score of another character for one roll by looking deeply into their eyes and feel a soul connection with that character.
Okay. We're gonna make this. We're gonna make this a dexterity saving throw.
I look at Baxi.
I love you. I made grimace. No, she's doing. I'm already drunk.
Just like head snap.
Back you look at me. Back says it back there. Why?
Yes.
Why?
So beautiful.
Baxi, come on.
Hold on, I'm trying to get the other one open all the way.
Alright. Other eye over here.
Look at me with both the eyes.
That lady I work.
Piece of Pedialyte.
Go ahead and give me that d20 roll, and we will say since you cast Continual Flame, you get advantage on it as well.
Ooh, there we
And
go.
you get their dexterity saving throw to add to it.
Yep.
Which is a plus.
+9.
Yeah.
You're welcome, honey.
So it'd be 28.
There you go. Look at that. Finishing it off very high note.
Got you, Cookie.
You are so confident. You made it this far. You're not letting that flame go out. There couldn't hell and high water. This flame. It's staying. And the festivities continue until just a little bit after midnight when most of the parents decide, okay, it's time to put our kids to bed. And there's still a little bit of festivity afterwards. But you guys get to spend the last moments right before you make this transition in the morning to Journey Elders, talking amongst yourself around this bonfire, keeping it lit. Are there any things you want to say to your friends before you take on this huge responsibility?
I love you guys.
Hey, so I thought it was a little fucked up when you used your time magic to stop that deer from running away.
You know what? It kind of was. But again, schedule. The schedule must be kept.
Like, homie, I could
That's the name of my book. The schedule must be kept. Time, when in doubt, giant it out.
Have you reverted back yet? Like, are you still an old man?
I'm still an old man.
We gotta, figure something out about
Yeah,
this.
we really need to
Hey,
do that.
We need you for, a couple more of these festivals.
Well, they say I physically look old, but I'm still 21.
Saxon.
What?
We're curious about this accident.
Yeah, funny
Yeah.
fact. Hold on. And I get in my backpack and I take out 3 little boxes and I go, so the accident was I was trying to make a timepiece that would go on forever. It wouldn't need winding or anything like that. That's how the accident occurred.
Oh, okay.
But
3 boxes.
Yeah, 1 for each of you. Here you go.
Oh, okay.
I'm not opening that.
I am.
Box. Thank you.
Open the box. Bags here.
Yeah, I'm opening it before anybody else. I'm tearing off the wrapping, everything.
Yeah, you'll see yours will have a crescent moon. It's a pocket watch with a crescent moon made out of wood.
Aww.
And when you click the piece to open it up, it has an inscription on the inside.
Aw, what's it say?
It says, "Though distance separates us, time keeps us together."
Aww.
See how you got open your box?
So I can't see that little in his face.
Okay.
You are so
See how we open up mine too. I love you.
love you too, Becky.
But before I open up mine, I'm gonna help Maxie open up
Yeah.
theirs because it's gross.
Yeah. Yours is like very like ornate silver, and it has the lid of it has a keg, like, or a stein that's like overflowing.
Aw.
And when you open it up, it has the same inscription on the inside.
Aw. This is beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I just like start like ugly crying while holding it to my chest in the snow.
I didn't expect this. Yours will be gold to offset like the silver of your armor. And on the inside, or on the front face of it, is two snakes wrapping around each other, and like circling a cane. And on the inside, it has the same inscription.
Aww. Just
I know I was kind of a jerk today, but I do love you guys.
Oh,
We love you too.
As you say that, you start to revert back to 21-year-old Britannic.
Guys, I'm back, baby.
I really thought you were gonna die within like 2 years.
I was so worried.
hold on a sec. Oh shit. No, I'm done.
And with that, we will end the Avite Village Wintergreen Festival. You have successfully kept the Yule log burning, and you have all become journey elders.
Yeah.
Sorry about my sister.
Honestly, one of my siblings probably would have done the same exact thing on Christmas. On Christmas too and everything. Like Brad, come on.
So with that, we will go ahead and call it for the evening. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the shenanigans. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday. I don't know what time of the December it is, but enjoy Margaret Nicole. And with that, harbingers, your officers dismissed.
Yo, there was some professional in this shit.